Oh, yes. Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to Council of Creators, episode 90, of course, Chainsaw Reacts. Why are we here? I don't know. I don't know anymore. But we're here. 90th episode. Taz is back. Welcome back, sir.
Hello, hello. Thank you for having me.
Of course. And Ian, welcome back, sir. Welcome back. Oh, you're muted. What's going on here? Why are you muted? Oh, you muted yourself? Oh, you're still muted.
Am I good?
You're good now.
Yeah,
very good.
Okay, sorry. No, I was saying thank you for inviting me. It's always cool to come back on here.
Of course, man. I was like, oh boy, we lost him. I lost him. What's up? Hello, welcome in. Hey, what's up going? Hello, Dalton, Ultra, Talati, what's up? What's up, everybody? Who is that? I don't know who that is.
I don't know. Weird profile picture.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy. T, just a T.
Yeah.
What a thunk. He's back. He's been gone for a bit. His second appearance on the show. Welcome back, John.
How you guys doing?
Hey, man. What mic you got selected, by the way?
This is my. Let me see.
It's really hard to hear you.
Last time
Yeah, StreamYard's kind of funky, man.
Yeah, I always gotta make sure I double, triple check because you never know what it's got selected in there.
100%, yeah. Because like sometimes like I'll jump into someone else's stream and the Yeti won't be selected. I'm like,
yeah, and I think it has to do too with like whatever you have on your system as your default, it'll always default to that. But if it's something different or you unplug it, replug it, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. Oh, gotcha. Let's see, figure this out. Maybe. Oh, the troubleshooting of StreamYard.
Yeah.
You guys hear me now?
Oh, good.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Better.
There you go.
All right, there we go.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Welcome to the land of audio.
Does it sound like you're like?
This one, like, I don't know what it is because I have one of those headphones that it's for gaming as well, but it also has like one of the like headphone jack things that you could plug it into if you want to use with Bluetooth. So I'm just like,
It's basically like, oh, buy this product. It's gonna do multiple things. It doesn't. It's
yeah, I'm like, I'm like, it never does what it's advertised.
Struggle.
It never does what it's advertised.
Oh, 100%. How's everybody doing today? Good.
Yeah, doing well.
Yeah.
Doing well.
Yeah, it's Wednesday.
Yeah. It's been a long week already.
Yeah,
like, okay.
Had a day off on Monday, felt great, but now I feel like my days are all screwed up.
In a weird way, I felt like today felt like kind of the first actual Monday of the week, but like, I don't know. It just, the holiday kind of throws things off.
Yeah, it's good to have a 4-day week, but at the same time, I'm like, feels like today's Tuesday. I'm like, I got 3 more days. Like, no, you don't.
Yeah, it's like,
it's ridiculous. It's been crazy because like Monday there was like really nothing. All of a sudden, boom, Tuesday drop. Oh, here's casting announcement. Here's trailers. Like, oh, wow, calm down. I mean, I think we should just get to it. You know, there's three little children that were cast. And a little project. I don't think you guys heard of it. It's called, how do I pronounce his name? Harry Potter.
No, I think it's Potter.
It's Potter. Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm.
And here are the children here. As you can tell, it's 100% woke right here. 100% woke. When I saw this image, I'm like, all right, it's official. Like, it sounded like we were getting the show, but now it's official. We're getting the show because now they've cast them. So, yeah, here we are.
Yeah.
What were y'all's first thoughts when you saw our new cast, our trio here?
I was like, okay, this is the new cast. There wasn't really anything else.
Right to the point. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've said it before. I'm not a fan of Harry Potter. I've never seen any of the movies, never read any of the books, so it just didn't faze me. But I did see the whole internet kind of blowing up over it. So
I know it's.
Yeah, that was me. I was like, I literally actually saw it today when I woke up. Everybody was like, "Oh, they got a new cast. And I'm just like, okay. So I look at because a buddy of mine was like, "Hey, did you see the news about the new cast for Harry Potter or Porter or whatever they trying to call it now?" So and I'm like Taz. I was like, I've never been really like that heavy into Harry Potter.
yeah,
I do know like the significance of it as far as like the fandom of it, just like
Right.
people, you know, that don't really understand Star Wars, they know Darth Vader. Like we all know Harry Potter, but like when I saw this, I was just like, yeah, I was the same way. I was just like, yeah, okay, it's just like another
It's like
cast for Harry Potter.
cool. They look like the characters that I've seen. So,
Yeah,
you know.
I was like, oh, okay.
Seems legit. Seems legit.
Yeah.
The only thing I do
like-
know about this is what John Lithgow, Trinity Killer, is in the show,
Dumbledore.
I believe.
Dumbledore.
And that's about it.
Yeah, it's funny because like you're looking at like them, and it's like when you look back at the old photo of the original cast, you go, all right, because they saw over 30,000 kids for these roles, and this is obviously the best trio that they could find, and it's like, all right, like for me, it's like I don't really care. Like what I really care about is the actual quality of the show, and how much are they actually going to cover from the books. So I read those books. That's all I really care about. Like looking at this, like cool, yeah, I could definitely see him in the glasses and the bolt, and he's gonna be fine. She was on a kid version of Broadway, leading a Broadway show, so I feel like she's gonna be completely fine. And that's Ron, 100%. That's Ron. Like just looks like Ron Weasley. I was jokingly saying too on Party Nation, a lesser show of the show. Kidding, Lance, if you're watching, you probably are. But I was like, yeah, when I see her and him, because their whole chemistry, like those two characters, if you read the books or know the movies or anything, it's the constant back and forth of the romance and the thing there, right?
Yeah.
She's gonna beat the shit out of him. Like she's just gonna back him. Like shut up, Ron. Like I can just see her now. She's just gonna walk because their first scene together is on the train to Hogwarts. She's probably gonna walk in the train and just go, "Get out of my way, boy. Get out of my way." You know, I can see it. Yeah, I'm like sure. Like, and immediately as soon as this dropped, they're making cringe videos and woke videos about this nonsense. And it's like because the comment, which one is Ron?
It's like obviously we know which one it is.
Yeah, Ron's on the left. Don't you fucking know? Jesus, that's Ron right here. That's Hermione. There you go. Boom.
Yeah, the discourse is just. I agree. It's very dumb. It's just like I don't think anyone was gonna be happy with anybody. That would have probably been cast because, in the original, like where I don't know how many people were like this that they really cared enough that were like, oh my god, I can't believe they chose those kid actors for these roles that I love the books and shit. It's like I don't know.
Yeah, because like we all knew going into this that these are going to be unknowns to the general audience. They're going to get some. Obviously, people know for the most part who Nick Frost is. Be like, oh, he's from Hot Fuzz. Oh, that guy. Okay, cool. Yeah. He's playing Hagrid. Okay, cool. John Lithgow. Everyone knows who that is. Dumbledore. But some of these casting. They're not going to get anybody people know. I mean, Walker Scoville, who's Percy Jackson now. He thankfully got the Adam Project right before that, because if he didn't, no one would have recognized him until Percy Jackson. Like, oh, it's Percy Jackson. Okay, cool. Like that made him more recognizable. This is going to help them in their careers in terms of Hollywood. But they're stuck in these roles for.
I almost didn't believe it was real. Like when I saw it, I was like, is this like AI or something? Because that girl looks like somebody like.
Oh yeah, because
I de-aged Jenna Ortega, so I was like, "Oh, is this like real?"
Harry Potter, Ron Weasley. Yeah, just 3 kids in a field, and then AI.
I was like, "What's going on?"
I'm trying to figure out why they did this photo. Like, why are they like field? Like, if you look at his face, he's doing the smile from Smile. Like he's smiling.
yeah. Good description of that.
It's just a screen test, I'm sure. Like, probably.
Oh, you think they were out?
No
like,
real.
They probably shot a scene, or like they did like a screen test out here or something, or did something.
Probably just to see like what they look like together and if it makes sense for whatever project that they're making. That's kind of what I take it as. I definitely do as well. I think a lot more projects that are kind of reviving or rebooting need to go the same route of casting unknowns. I think that, all of the best things that we have now, like, think about Star Wars for the most part, a lot of unknowns when that was first being created, other than like Harrison Ford and Alec Guinness, right? Everybody else was for the most part an unknown that kind of grew into the actors that we know now. And I think for a lot of things, starting that way, especially with, child actors, is a really great way to not only catapult their careers, but also allow people to come into things without any kind of, preconceived notions and, see the characters as the characters and not have to separate an actor from a character as well.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm always a little optimistic when it comes to like casting kids, especially in like roles where it's like franchises that are kind of like going through like a reboot. Like it'd be like the same thing where like Marvel, for example, like they was like obviously going through a reboot right now after this whole entire thing with the multiverse saga. It'd be
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, we're gonna like do a whole new type of like Avengers team, but we're gonna cast like younger versions of like all these iconic characters, like a younger version of Steve Rogers, so they can grow into it, like a younger version of like Tony Stark, so they can grow into it. So I don't know. For me, like I feel like the internet, yeah, it could be like kind of toxic, and it could be a little unforgiving when it comes to like different casting newses. But I think
Yeah.
I'm more optimistic in the sense like I think they'll look at it like, okay, let's give them a chance to like grow into it because these are kids, like they have like their whole entire like career, and it's like you guys said, this will help them Hollywood wise because they're attached to like a very like known IP in the industry, like
Yeah.
Harry Potter is up there with like Star Wars, Star Trek, like Marvel, like Transformers, Fast and Furious, like all that. So it'll definitely help them like give them more doors to go through in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, they
100%,
literally
yeah.
have the chance to be like the next Stranger Things kids, basically. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and hopefully they don't have to take us long through each season.
Oh yeah.
We're taking like
That's true.
2-3 years between. It wasn't season 4 2022, and now
Again,
we're
that's
finally
why-
getting
that's
season
why I
5.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why I dropped
bro.
off. That's why I dropped
That's
off.
what I'm
I've-
saying, bro.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
because I
think
mean, at
last-
this point, yeah, it's just like
Don't
if
worry,
it wasn't
guys,
the final season, people would be like, "No, we're not
Yeah.
watching."
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say that like all this time passing, just getting them older, and then they're like, no, guys, they're still in high school. Don't worry, guys. They're
Yeah, I'm like, it's like-
26, but don't worry.
Yeah, there was a shot of
It's been a
Finn.
time jump.
There's a shot of Finn
Oh,
Wolfhard
yeah, sorry, you're
in like a there's like a diner or something for shooting for the show, and he is in these very short shorts, and it's like he's not a kid anymore. He's a grown ass man. They're putting in short shorts. It looks even more awkward because it's like all leg. You're like, ooh, because now
Like,
you're
what's
like,
going
realize
on?
like you're like watching these kids still pretend they're in high school. It's like watching like an old 90s like sitcom where they're all in their 30s playing like
Yeah.
18-year-old kids. It's like,
I mean, it's not it's not like Riverdale wise where you've got like, Cole Sprouse who's been a high school kid since Sweet Life, but like,
which at this point, I mean, look, if they went the route of turning this Harry Potter into Riverdale, I'm on board 100%. Just go bonkers. Who cares, right? Just do whatever. Because we already have time travel technically in the third book, so they could like, okay, well, we're gonna bring in aliens. All right,
I'm
go
like anything
for
is
it.
possible.
Superpowers, whatever.
It
Now,
seems
my
like everybody's
question
using
is,
some sort of multiverse thing now. Like,
they've not cast Voldemort obviously yet, so that's a big question of who they're gonna get played to Voldemort.
oh,
But that's going to take some time to get to. But we know in book 1, in the first movie, we saw the face on the back of Quirrell's head. So they're going to have to cast an actor. So who is it? Or is it going to be just like a CGI mess so you don't know who it is? But that's going to be the big question, who they cast as Voldemort.
Ooh.
And do they cast, what's his name? Daniel Radcliffe as James Potter.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Could they cast him as his dad who dies?
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be interesting. Passing the torch, if you will, but
I could definitely see them like a scenario, and people would probably hate this, but knowing Warner Brothers, they would probably do this. I could see a scenario where it's like, okay, maybe starting off until they find an actor to play Voldemort, they probably would use like a CGI, like AI version of it, and then until they find like an actor, or maybe if they like it, even though people probably wouldn't like it, I could see them being like, oh, we're fine with this. We'll just use this version as it, even though the internet would probably be just eating them alive for it.
yeah, I could see the CGI route until at least the 4th season when he finally appears and gets brought back. But I also can see them, because with it being 1 season, presumably per book, they're going to have a lot more time to do more stuff. So they could realistically have Voldemort in season 1 in flashbacks and actually show him, because they're going to have way more time, because those first 3 books are small compared to the rest of the series. So it's like they have a lot more time to potentially do things we've never seen before, or maybe they imply in the books and we actually can see it now because they have the time to do it.
like a full episode with Tom Riddle, like just a full episode, maybe something
Ooh.
like that.
Yeah.
Do not tempt me with a good time because I would definitely love that. Ooh, Tom Riddle.
Yeah.
I know Taz is like, the fuck you talking about?
Yeah,
that's
no.
that's Voldemort. That's Voldemort before he becomes like that's him, Tom Riddle.
Okay. Okay.
You've not
Yeah.
seen the movies, have you?
No, like I said, I've not seen
Okay.
movies. I've not read books. This is basically how my mom feels when I try to explain a Star Wars thing to her, or a DC Marvel. Like, okay, this is what this casting means. This, that, and the other, and then she's just gotta like sit there, act interested, and I get to nerd out. So.
Robert De Niro.
Oh, I was wanting Danny DeVito, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, there was someone made a joke video that literally was blowing up on TikTok a little bit because of the casting that happened earlier this week. Yesterday, it was blowing up saying that they cast Danny DeVito as Hermione, and that was what they were going. I was like, okay, I can see it. All right,
That's funny.
I mean, yeah, I could see them splitting the last few books into multiple seasons. It's possible. I mean, or maybe just delay when they air the episodes. Like they film it all at once, but they just give you a break because these kids are gonna be busy. Everyone's gonna be busy, but like that's
it's like
hello. But yeah, I mean, like at this point, the question is, how long are they gonna shoot, and how long are they gonna take in between shooting? Because you can't do a 2-year break in between each season because these kids are going to grow up quick. And even all the side kids are going to be growing up too. So like you can't let them all age out because it's going to be very noticeable. Like, oh, they're supposed to be, like they're supposed to be in their like kind of teens, but they're looking like in their early 20s.
Yeah.
If it were me, I would say maybe 6 months to a year at most. Maybe like 6 months
shooting, like give okay.
Yeah, maybe like 6 months to a year. 6 months because of like shooting, and I'm pretty sure there's like tons of different like set locations they would have to go to, or like build sets and stuff like that, and then obviously like post production, or maybe like a year just for like that a little bit more time for like post production to like get the editing and stuff done.
I think they're starting to shoot this summer. So they're gearing up to go. So potentially they could shoot in the summer through the end of the year, get season 1 out by summer of next year, which I think they were even saying they were planning on trying to get the show out between around that time anyways. And then while season 1 is airing, they can do the promotion leading up, and then they can start shooting season 2 right as season 1's airing, and then season 2 summer of 2027. So they keep like a yearly release, and that's going to benefit HBO because that's what they were doing with Game of Thrones until eventually got to the point where they were spending way too much time and like taking forever. It's like, come on, guys, what are you doing? But yeah, it's been a bit. It's her second time on the show. Welcome back, Taylor. Hello.
Hi. How's everybody doing?
We're good. We're good. How you doing?
I gotta change this light.
Good. We were just talking about the Harry Potter trio. Being cast.
Yes.
Do you have any thoughts on that? Or
I have a lot of thoughts on it. I just feel bad for those poor kids, man. Like, it's no matter what happens, if the show's good or bad, if they're good or bad, it doesn't really matter. Those poor kids are going to get it from all angles. People are just not going to be kind to them, I feel like.
Oh, they already are. It's already started.
So I'm super worried for them, and I hope that the adults in their life are really prepared to step up and protect them. I don't know. It just makes me sad. I'm already just sad. The show hasn't even started filming yet.
Yeah, they're shooting in the summer, so they're starting fairly soon. So we're probably going to see some set photos and all that. They're going to have to announce more casting too, because I don't think we even have the aunt and uncle of cast yet. So
no, I don't think so.
Just kind of waiting. Yeah, these kids, man. These kids. It's, because I saw a picture. I was trying to find it. I think I can't find it now, but it was literally like a shot of like thumbnails of people who've already made talking about this. I'm like, these kids didn't do anything wrong.
No.
They were just cast. I mean, come on. Leave them alone.
That's like when people were unrelenting on when they were kids, Stranger Things. it was like it's especially like Millie Bobby Brown. I think she's like I don't know. I'm always kind of I'm always kind of torn on that because I was talking to somebody about that, like kind of talking about Stranger Things 5, and they were like, man, it's crazy how like the internet like completely changed their mind on Millie Bobby Brown. 'Cause they used to be so mean like to her when she was a kid. I was like, yeah, it's crazy because like, but I don't know what it is when like it feels like when you're cast as a kid in like a sci-fi thing in Hollywood, it just automatically comes with like a wave of like a portion of the fans that are just gonna be like, I don't, it's just toxic.
Yeah.
And I would
It
say
just
that
comes with
it
the
has to
job.
do with like
Yeah.
established IP and trying to maybe like
Yeah,
replace
no.
what came before. But again, Stranger Things was a brand new IP, and they still got
Yeah.
flack and backlash. And I think again, I think that just shows you that's just how the internet is, unfortunately. And if you want to get into acting or anything of the sort, you have to either A, just avoid the internet in general, or B, train yourself to have some really thick skin. And I think, if you're on the internet for any extended period of time, whether it again is from an acting perspective or a content creation perspective, you've got to pick one or the other as far as like you're either going to just block everything out or you're going to just let it, bounce off of you.
I appreciate the support, Lance. Love you too, man.
Yeah.
At this point, it's like you literally get put into a project, and then everybody on the internet who doesn't act, who's not a part of this profession, they like, oh well, their person sucks. Well, have you ever acted before? Well, no. Okay. Well, then what would you have done differently? I don't know.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like what?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no winning that.
No, and that's the argument that so many people bring up. Like, think about the amount of actors, child actors and adult actors alike, that have been driven off social media sites either permanently or for years on end because of so much backlash from literally a casting or a trailer or a movie where, again, it's not even necessarily their performance, but because they're a big part of that project, a lot of that flack gets pushed onto them. And I think, again, they really kind of do the only thing you can do in that scenario is remove yourself from it, because you're not going to, go to battle against, thousands of internet trolls. You're just going to have to,
just leave.
And
he is the face of this movement who hates everything. What's up, Cody?
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
what's
man.
up, guys?
Hate it all. What's up, man?
Nah, you guys are talking about this is a good discussion. Actually, I was listening to what Taz was saying. I agree. I'm pretty sure. Honestly, I love the casting for the new Harry Potter show. I think they casted the trio pretty. I mean, I'm talking about the trio. The trio they casted really well. I'm really excited to see it. I'm not someone who's like, oh well, the movies defined my childhood, so none of this. Like, I'm not like, it's a book. So it can be adapted in many different ways. What I'm most excited about is that it's a show, so they get to adapt a lot more. They have a lot more time to include things that were left out in the movies from the books. So that's going to be really cool to see. I'm pretty sure the kids were coached, or they were told like, hey, it's probably best just to stay off social media. Like, just don't even bother with it.
Don't search up your name. Don't search up.
Don't even bother with it. Like, we're going to focus on making a great show, and that's where we're going with it. I know a lot of people aren't too big on the Snape casting. I have to agree, honestly, just because like I just don't know. I just don't think that's the best casting they could have went for personally, but I'm still willing to give it a chance. Like, I'm still going to watch the show because I'm a big Harry Potter fan, so I'm going to watch it. But yeah, like I think they crushed it with the main trio casting. Like they all look great. Like, I'm really excited to see, like, they all look like their characters. So I'm really excited to see, where they go with it. But yeah, for sure. I think that they were told, just stay off social media. Don't even bother with it. Don't engage with it. Don't look at it. Like I said, let's just focus on making a great show. And,
I don't think they even have social media. So like they're
even
good.
better. I'll just stay off of it. Stay off of it.
Yeah. Don't get started.
Like, don't even try.
Just avoid it for as long as humanly possible. And if you're going to go on it, do not go on it as yourself.
I think about like the girl who played young Leia in Obi-Wan. She had a social media. I think she still does. But I think she's even aware of the criticisms because she was at like, I think it was even Star Wars Celebration. And she was on a panel with Ewan McGregor and went, Yeah, that whole thing where I was hiding under your trench coat, that didn't make any sense either, did it? And it's like, oh, you're calling out.
Like,
okay.
He knows.
That's
the other side of it, though, is when the actors and the creatives become self-aware of some of the stuff that has happened. It is great. It is great when you can kind of play into it.
Dude, I remember watching that episode live. I was like, you gotta be shitting me right now, dude. Are you kidding me with this? Like, when I knew the show was not going to be what I expected. I think it was like episode 2 when Obi-Wan and Leia are in the back of that, I guess, truck or vehicle with all the stormtroopers, and they get to that laser gate, and then that whole thing goes down, and then they zoom out to a mass, like a wide shot. You could just walked around it. What are we doing?
Yeah.
What is this?
No, we got to stay on the path.
That's when I knew, like, all right, we're in for a show for sure. This is gonna be a show.
Kenobi was one of the shows of all time.
It was one of the shows. I'll to this day I will never understand how that show got literally half the budget of Andor. Like, I know Andor is great.
Don't even get me started.
But like, we're talking about Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like, this is. It's Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Have you seen what the original plans were if it was a movie trilogy instead of a series?
I love that, man.
Yeah,
that would have been way better.
We missed out on.
I guarantee they changed course when Rise of Sky, just when the whole sequel trilogy, even though it made money, it just overall wasn't received very well. So I'm wondering if that's when they made the pivot. Like, we should just.
And the fact that Solo didn't do as well either,
right?
And they didn't get like standalone, anthology films, whereas we're going to be as popular. But then I think dump $600 million into 2 seasons of Andor,
right? And look at that, and look at the result of that. Like, it's one of the most positive received Star Wars things in a long time. So it's like, gee.
But I mean, think about it like this. Yeah, think about it like this. Like, and I said the same thing. I think Solo was definitely a turning point in Lucasfilms and definitely with Disney doing Star Wars, as it like they kind of looked at him like, okay, we didn't think this was gonna be like a good all-time classic, but we didn't think it was gonna be like this bad. So I think because of that they changed some stuff. But I also said it, I was like, bro, look at it like this. Like, we should have gotten what Andor is for Obi-Wan, and yet they got half the budget for Kenobi, but Kenobi didn't get nearly as much the same budget as the Acolyte. Make that make sense?
Yeah.
And the Acolyte, like, I was looking at the budget on the Acolyte, bro, it was like $20 million per episode. I was like, for what? For playing fields?
Honestly, that's a good point.
I was like,
the biggest actor in that whole series was who? Carrie-Anne Moss, and it's like, so where?
And she died in like the first 30 minutes.
Yeah, dude. Like,
I remember seeing a clip of that. What the heck?
I remember seeing a clip of that action sequence at the end of what was it, Phantom Menace, when they re-released it in theaters and they premiered that preview of the Acolyte. I loved it. I was like, dude, if this was awesome, this looks sick.
Yeah,
I know that 2 seconds later she was gonna die, but hey, you know what? Like, whatever.
I think that the main issue is that budget is getting too much. It's getting too much. Like, there are so many projects that are just getting overly bloated with budget. So, like, when you saw that the Lilo and Stitch film was only made for $100 million.
Yep.
And they crushed the box office. I'm not even sure what it's at now. I think it's over 400 million now.
Probably at over 4 at this point.
Yeah. But I mean, it just goes to show you can do a modest budget and not go freaking bonkers with it.
Well, because I heard, I don't know if this is true, but I remember reading somewhere that Lilo and Stitch was intentionally going to be like a straight to like Disney, Disney movie.
Yeah, it was originally.
So that was why it had $100 million, and then I mean it paid off because look, it's crushing the box office right now.
It's at 392. What they've reported so far, 392 million.
I'm very curious to see what the second week drop's going to look like, but yeah.
I mean,
I hope there's a second week drop, guys. I cannot work another weekend that looks like that. I can't do a second one.
All the kids.
Just man, because like, I've seen some
slammed.
of the pushback. I can imagine. I've seen how many the reviews for it.
Popcorn buckets did you sell?
So here's the thing. On Thursday morning, we sold out of every single Lilo and Stitch thing we had on Thursday morning.
Whoa!
By 11 o'clock in the morning. It was terrible. It was terrible.
Bring your own popcorn bucket, I guess.
That's what I was thinking. At that point.
Because like I know a lot of people have loved the movie, but then I've also seen a lot of negative responses to the movie, especially the way the movie ends. So that's why I'm curious to see what the second weekend's going to look like for it. That's why I'm really curious. My friend thinks it's going to have some pretty strong legs, but I don't know. I don't know.
As somebody that I saw it 2 days ago. I mean, I told my sister that I wasn't particularly like over the moon about it, but it wasn't like bad to the point where I was like, okay, they're not gonna make some money. And I was like sitting there in the theater because here's the thing, like it's good, like honestly, and this is like not a lie, it's probably one of Disney's better, like from the animated version to the live action version, better representations of the overall like IP that they're doing. It's like one of the very few ones that is like, okay, scene for scene, like this looks literally like the animated version. But for me, I just walked away feeling like, okay, that was Lilo and Stitch in live action version.
Yeah, right. Like, and it's like, right. And so it's like, what's the point? Like, especially
I was just like,
regarded Lilo.
I made a 7-minute rant, or not rant, sorry, review on
what
TikTok. But
oh my god, I almost spit my Gatorade out.
Yeah, it's just the thing about that movie is that you're right. I think scene by scene, it looked pretty spot on to the original, but I feel like the way it's acted and the way it's like, it doesn't to me at least, it pales in comparison, just because the whole point animation, you're able to express many more things, and the voice acting was like amazing back, like for those.
We got the same Stitch actor for the live action.
Yeah.
So I mean, I understand,
And so isn't that the double-edged sword with all of these live action remakes? Is part of the audience wants a shot for shot remake.
Yep.
Part of the audience wants a brand new story, and it's tough to satisfy both crowds.
How do you make that compromise?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's why we need a live action Treasure Planet. Thank you.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I was looking. So yesterday's box office alone, and this goes to show that us people in the film kind of discussion, we're in the minority as hell. It earned $15 million yesterday. That movie.
Wow.
It's made 197 million alone in domestic. This movie is going to crush.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So
off of $100 million budget, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
100 million.
100
million.
mil.
And so I think the marketing was probably what, 50 to 100 million. So it's probably going to break
100. They marketed the shit out of this.
It's going to break even by this upcoming weekend once the international numbers and domestic. So it went from it was like 146 million over traditional weekend, and then when you include Monday, it was like 170 something. So it's probably going to make.
Wait, what did you say it made today? You said it made that today.
15 million yesterday. 15 million.
Oh, yesterday on a freaking
15 million. Yep, on a Tuesday.
Oh
wow.
Yeah, and so
Tuesday after a holiday too.
Right.
I'm like, that's crazy numbers.
Yeah,
that's crazy numbers.
What did it make yesterday? Let me see. But I'm wondering too, like, if it's probably going to make around. I wouldn't be surprised if it made 80, 90 million this upcoming weekend.
Yeah, I think that's a fair.
It made 36 million on Monday.
I can see that because the only thing coming out this weekend, I think, is Karate Kid. Yeah, I can definitely see that. So being like at least in that.
I know. I'm still hyped for that movie. I'm sorry.
I am too, dude.
Yeah.
I love Cobra Kai.
I heard this from Karate Kids. There's some legends in it.
Yeah,
I heard.
But I mean,
that too.
But I mean, here's my thing though about the budget, because I've seen this discourse within like the last week. Do you think that budget equals quality, or less budget equals more quality, or bigger budget equals more quality? Because people are saying
budget means nothing.
It's not the size of the budget. It's what you can do with the budget that you're given.
Yeah.
Think about all of these.
Capitalize on that budget.
Yeah.
I said that because people were saying it's I guess I can understand where they're coming from, because Marvel is in a weird spot right now, right? Where they're trying to pivot, and I can see them we can see the vision, right? It's just how are you trying to pivot? Because Thunderbolts, I think everybody can agree that was a good movie.
Dude,
but it's and the budget for that was, I don't even think, north of 150 million, if I'm wrong.
90. If I remember.
Yeah,
correctly. I think it was around 90 million.
Yeah, so I'm like, but the budget of that, I guess people are saying, oh, if this had more budget to it, the movie would have had a better success at the box office. I'm like, dude, people are gonna have their feelings about Marvel right now. That's why the movie is not doing good at the box office. But the box office doesn't equate to the quality of the movie.
No, you can't just throw money at something and make it good. Hence,
unless it's Andor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Andor is the only exception.
Again, I will keep throwing strays at Andor forever. I'm sorry.
I guess I'm gonna have to go, guys. Actually, if this is an anti-Andor situation, I'm just gonna head out.
I mean, like that for me. That was Andor. There's kind of an example for each scenario that John presented. It's like with Andor, it had a crazy, huge budget, like massive for a TV show, but it's one of the most well-received Star Wars projects in a very long time. So it's like there's a case for that. I would say Thunderbolts is a case of utilizing its budget very well. It had a much smaller budget than most Marvel movies. Very well received. Sure, it's not making a ton of money, and there's a much more nuanced discussion to have about that. But the director utilized their budget very well, in my opinion. It's a stellar movie. It's really good for the money that they were given. I think the big problem with the MCU is that there's no sense of a cohesive overall narrative like there was with the Infinity Saga.
Yep.
The whole Infinity Saga was building up to Thanos getting the stones, and Thanos, like that was the main goal of the Infinity Saga. With this, with what we've gotten after Endgame, it's like, okay, here's a Shang-Chi movie, here's Eternals, but it's not building to anything yet. Doomsday is really the first time that we're seeing this all come together. So I think that's part of the reason why the Marvel movies haven't been making as much money, because I mean, for the most part, the movies haven't been awful. I mean, the TV shows are hit or miss, but I mean, the movies for the most part have been pretty good, in my opinion. They've ranged from pretty good to excellent. So I just think we've been so conditioned to having a structured overall narrative. Like, we know where this is going. It might take 10 films to get there, but we know what we're going to, and it's going to be awesome to see that. As we're like with the multiverse saga, like if you go to Disney Plus and you see how they break it down by categories, you look at the multiverse saga and all the movies they have in the multiverse saga, there's 2 or 3 that actually have anything to do with multiverse.
Yeah, exactly.
Multiverse of Madness, Deadpool and Wolverine,
Spider-Man.
And Spider-Man.
No,
that's it.
Yeah.
I was going to do a comparison budget, because you were mentioning, does bigger budget mean quality?
Right.
Well, if we look at 2 live-action Disney movies, Snow White and Lilo and Stitch, Snow White's budget is between $240 to $270 million. Box office opening weekend for Snow White, $42 million. Lilo and Stitch did 146. And also, to do even a little bit of a more interesting comparison, the first Friday opening for Snow White was 16 million on a Friday, so it's like first day opening 16 million. Lilo and Stitch.
Oh my gosh.
Lilo and Stitch 55.
Yeah,
55. So it more than doubled that alone on $100 million budget.
I think Rachel Zegler had a lot to do with that too.
Well, I also think too, there's also, I think a lot of people were just kind of like not interested in it based on like the marketing wasn't really that good regardless. So regardless of because we all suspected, Rachel Zegler's a big issue. I feel like the marketing just wasn't really there for it. I don't think people, because when you think about people's like responses, I know Snow White's the first Disney animated movie, but the love for Snow White isn't really there. We're talking Lilo and Stitch that came out in 2002. There were people literally growing up that are now taking their kids to see that versus Snow White, which
everybody's dead when that movie came out. So it's 1937. So
obviously every Disney fan has probably seen Snow White at some point, but it doesn't connect like Lilo and Stitch when you grew up. Because I grew up and saw that movie in the theaters.
Yeah, that's such a good point, honestly.
Yeah, and that's the same thing why Moana is going to crush it when it comes out live action next year. It's going to destroy.
Oh, dude.
I forgot that shit was coming out.
Yeah, it's coming out.
Dude. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But
here's they got Moana 3.
But how did Moana 2 do? Because I didn't keep my ear to the ground with Moana 2. Like how did that do? Like in terms, Because I'm wondering, if that didn't do so well, might that
billion.
kind of sout? Okay, never mind.
Oh,
Never
man.
mind.
Might that kind of sour with the taste of the live action? No, never mind. We're good.
Let's see. Domestically, it opened to 139 million. It made 460 total million in America alone, or domestic, and 598 million international.
All right, that's fair. Yeah, so,
$1 billion.
I mean, yeah, the live action.
There you go.
Crush it. Absolutely.
Like gonna go crazy with the live action, a third movie, and maybe even like other, random Disney Plus content.
Oh, so on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, Thursday, when it came out, it earned 57 million alone on a Wednesday.
Oh my god,
that's crazy.
That's really good.
It crushed.
Mind you, kids they were still in school at that time.
Yeah, and then on Thanksgiving
They
Day,
were.
27 million. That Friday and Saturday, it earned 50 million each day.
Wow.
Yeah, it crushed.
Oh so yeah, you're right. The live action's definitely gonna have.
The live action's gonna easily break $1 billion, and there's no way they're not gonna do a Moana 3 after this, and they're gonna do a Moana 2 live action, so it's gonna keep going.
I wouldn't be surprised if at the very least Disney hasn't gotten scripts for Moana 3 at least.
They already do, and they're gonna do a Frozen live action because Frozen 1 and 2 have both crushed. So.
Yeah, Joypad actually made a really good Moana having a remake announced less than a decade after the original has to be a record. That's true, honestly.
That's true, but I mean, I just looked. Frozen 2 made 1.4 billion. So yeah. So you're gonna get a live action Frozen. It's gonna happen.
I'm sure. Yeah.
I'm surprised it hasn't been announced yet. That's the crazy part. Like with how Moana is probably good. They're probably gonna do it when Moana live action kills it at the box office, and they go, all right, we'll do Frozen.
That's probably what they're waiting on. I guarantee you that's what they're waiting on. They're like, let's see how Moana does, and then we'll go from
Thug
there.
Life, yo. Thug Life. I don't know what that's about. All right, cool. Thug Life. Cool. I know Moana knew that word, but all right, cool. Yeah, I mean, Disney,
that Thug Life.
See, people think, oh, well, Disney is just like, Disney's like not doing it. We're like, no, Disney's still killing it. I mean, you can argue that they're doing more remakes and all that shit, and live action remakes and sequels.
I think the strongest argument against Disney is that they are creatively bankrupt, and I have to tend to agree with that. Like, yes, they're doing what makes them money. The studio heads see, hey, did this make $1 billion? Okay, make another one. Choose the next one we're gonna make.
I look at their kind of like, it was like a 2D film called Wish that came out in 2023 on the 100-year anniversary of Disney. 254 million total.
Yep. Yeah. That was just the wrong move. They fumbled the bag with that one. How are you gonna?
They messed up that movie so bad. They butchered that movie so bad. The original concept they had was a banger, and they just butchered it, and it just makes me so upset.
Honestly, I have to look more into that. I didn't know that there was like
the original plans looked really cool.
The original plans were so cool.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I have to look into that.
And there was an issue with the music too, with who they got and everything. I don't know. With the 100th kind of being their 100th year, 100 years movie, it kind of fumbled pretty badly.
Where's our Bambi live action?
Oh gosh,
we're not emotionally ready for that. Okay.
No.
Oh no. Well, I'm sorry. We are getting a live action Bambi.
Would that be before? After we get a live action Pinocchio?
Oh, that one on Disney Plus.
Oh yeah, the one that Robert Zemeckis directed.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Zemeckis that directed that one?
No, it was just
Guillermo del Toro or whatever.
Yeah, that was like
that one.
The
That was a good one
too. Yeah.
Bambi's back.
Oh
yeah.
Oh my god!
What the hell is
You're
that?
talking about that one.
Part of the Pooniverse.
That's when the Pooniverse.
Bambi.
I forgot about that.
That's Bambi from The Last of Us.
I won't play the full.
Oh gosh.
I won't play the full trailer, but I'll pull it up.
Oh my gosh!
Bambi the.
I forgot about that.
And yes, it is 100% because of his mom getting killed. It's a revenge story, 100%.
So Bambi is John Wick, kind of.
Yeah,
I'm down.
Confirmed.
See Bambi headshotting a bunch of other
the Baba
deer,
Yaga is there.
You killed my mom.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm
thinking I'm back.
He is gigantic too.
Yeah.
What?
Ah!
Dude, is that a deer or a moose?
Man, it's
Oh my gosh!
You're bringing it here. It's perfectly safe.
There's no way.
The hell? There's an explosion.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, there's no way.
All the
yeah,
budget went to that explosion.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Why does this look way more cinematic than anything right to me?
You gotta run.
Oh, man.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking tickets day one, guys, right?
Bambi growls like a lion.
What? $1 billion at the box office.
That was
yeah.
that was a lion growl, by the way. Listen to that again.
It really was. I heard it.
Oh shit.
That really was.
That's
That was.
Oh my god.
So I think we should do like a watch party, honestly.
Oh yeah,
Do it.
for sure.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Live watch party, synchronized watches.
All right. So I've been meaning to ask because like me and my buddy were talking about this. So out of the 3 movies coming out in July, what do you guys think is
boy.
going to dominate July?
Ooh,
Fantastic Four.
Ooh.
yeah.
Really?
I would
There's just-
like to
Really?
say Superman.
I'm leaning more
I
towards
think
Superman.
Superman.
I know Jurassic World is the one that's probably going to clear a bill because like the last one did, but I don't know, man. I think Superman's going to be sneaky. Like I think a lot of people are hyped for Superman. I'm hoping for Superman. I love Superman. So I mean,
I only say Fantastic Four because, like, from what I've seen, there's there's like a group of people, there's like a section of people online for both movies that are like, this is not blah blah blah. But like it seems like that group of people are going more harder on Superman than it is Fantastic Four. Like generally from what I've seen, people are like, bro, Fantastic Four looks amazing, this is gonna be a banger, like Marvel might be back. Like literally every other post that I've seen for Superman has either been critiquing his flying scene, something about the scene where I guess they edit out where he's blinking as they throwing stuff at the back of his head, and now he's not blinking, or something to do like Superman now having more personality towards him. Like people are having a problem with that. That's like one of the newest things that I've seen because he was like, hey, in the recent trailer, he does that one shot where he's like, hey buddy, eyes up here, and he flies up. People are like,
awesome,
what
dude.
the heck is going on, Superman? He can't do that. But I'm like,
I love
I'm like, dude,
that is Superman, bro. That is Superman.
Yeah, I think
that is, and I'm like,
It's sick as
And
hell.
hey,
dude.
which movie has Crypto the Superdog? Superman.
That's right.
That's the one everybody's gonna go
true.
see.
Fantastic Four also has
100%.
crypto. Don't you forget it.
sure.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
guys,
I
we're
think at the
gonna
end of the day,
obviously
it's
be in
like-
trouble with the Smurfs movie being in July. Of
Oh
course.
shit, Smurfs! I forgot Smurfs.
Oh yeah.
God, that's
Oh,
so
man.
bad.
Yeah, it's gonna just clean house.
I think at the end
Oh,
of the
man.
day, they both have a chance to be very successful. The last Jurassic World movie was not good. It
No,
still made
I
$1
don't.
billion, but people were like, "Really, this is really bad." And I think too, the whole like as we were discussing earlier, the people that are on Twitter are the minority. There are a lot of people that are going to be going to go see Superman opening weekend.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Regardless of the critique
Right.
or what is or is not in the trailers. So
Superman.
yeah, so
Yeah.
but it'll be a telltale sign. If the opening weekend is meh, we got something to worry about. But if we see word of mouth really pick up from general audiences, regardless of what DC fans, and I say that because people who claim they're DC fans, but they attack and show
Right.
everything DC now.
Yep.
They're really Schneider fans.
Yeah,
Yep.
well,
Yeah.
regardless, like they're gonna say what they want. If this movie performs well, there's nothing you can really say to stop people from going to go see it who don't pay attention to this stuff. They don't care. There's so many people that I know personally from
That's
like
true.
from school and shit and back in North Carolina who don't even know. They post freaking AI posters on, they think it's real. So they're gonna go see Superman. They have no idea
Yeah.
there's a reboot. They don't know who's running it. They just see, oh, there's a Superman movie and
new Superman
he's
movie,
flying.
yep.
All right, and there's a dog. Let's go see it.
Yeah, exactly.
It won't-
The
it's not
casual
gonna
fans.
matter. Yeah, who
Yeah.
cares what happened behind the scenes or the Snyderverse is like they have no clue what that is. They
don't
have
care
no
Yeah,
idea.
it's just, new Superman movie, bright colors, cute
We're
dog.
gonna go see it.
This
and,
looks
and
fun.
people are
Let's
gonna
go see
say,
it,
well,
right.
those
I have a
people are-
cute dog.
those
I'm gonna
people
go
are
watch it.
dumb.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think the only like outside factor that would be a big draw for Fantastic Four outside of fans,
Herbie.
outside of
Yeah.
Marvel fans would be the fact that it's a Pedro Pascal movie. I think
Oh,
he's
yeah.
so popular now
Pedro
that
will
he
sell
will
it.
be a big draw for a lot of like general audiences.
Don't
that are, like,
underestimate
you know,
Joseph Quinn either. A lot
I
of
was
people
just about
don't
to
have
say
Quinn.
that
Yeah.
that's
Bro.
Stranger
Oh, yeah,
Things draw.
Yeah, I mean,
bro.
well, they honestly
Or
Fantastic
even
Four
Evan
has a
Mascaro.
really good, really good cast. I think that is going to be a big draw for a lot of people.
I think the Fantastic Four is going to be their highest grossing movie in quite a while. Like I really think.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna
I don't
do
think it's going to
really
clear
well
a
for
billion,
Marvel.
but I think it's going to do really, really well. Honestly,
It might get close. Maybe.
What would you consider, I guess, a success for both Fantastic Four and for
It's on budget.
Superman?
For Superman, I would say
What's the budget? That's the question.
700 to 800, 7 to 9, or 7 to 8 would be really good. I think that's where it's going to finish.
Yeah.
Fantastic
7 or 8?
Four might finish around the same. Personally, I really do think, especially now that we know that Superman's getting released in China, that's gonna do wonders for Superman. I think that and Fantastic. I think they're all gonna finish around the same. I just have this gut feeling that Jurassic World is gonna be the number one, maybe by a slim margin. But I think all three of them are going to do well. Like July is going to be an incredible month for movies with those three coming out.
Depending on budget, because I'm not seeing anything about budget for either of them.
Right.
I would say, looking at DC's past track record, not including the Batman, because Batman sells anything.
Right.
Yeah.
But the past number of years for DC, they have literally bombed after bomb after bomb.
Yep.
And the whole narrative of like, well, would they announce the new DC, the other films are going to flop because no one cared. Like no one even knew what they're talking about. So that narrative's out the window. I'm not going to spend forever on that because people are just stupid. But DC has failed for years besides the Batman. If they can at least make 500 million on Superman, that's a win. Because the last film that made money actually made over 400 million besides the Batman was Black Adam.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I think Aquaman 2 may have made a little over 400 by the end of its run, but it was not looking good at all. It definitely didn't get close to $1 billion like the first one. If they can make at least 500 on Superman, that's a win. And if Fantastic Four can at least make 550, 600, that's a win.
That's what I was thinking.
Simply put,
that's what I was thinking.
Consider that a win. Like I wouldn't be surprised if this Superman movie finishes around the same as what Man of Steel did. Which Man of Steel finished 600-700 million?
About 600.
So I wouldn't be surprised if that's where this Superman movie lands. And I personally don't think that this Superman movie had the same budget as Man of Steel. I just don't think. Like,
I think
Man of Steel 250 million or 200 million, something like that. It was like something crazy.
670 Man of Steel.
I don't think Superman had the same budget as Man of Steel did.
Yeah, I'm looking to see what it was. It was 225.
Okay, I knew it was around 325.
Yeah.
I personally don't think that this Superman movie has that same budget. It may be kind of close, but I don't think it has. I don't think it has a $200 million budget.
If it is, it's at the 200. But I wouldn't be surprised if James went 150 to 175.
That's what I'm thinking.
Like James has always apparently came under budget when he was at Marvel. Like he never went over budget. He actually came under budget. So I'm wondering too, with him, of course, running the studio with Peter Safran, they're probably thinking we cannot spend 200+ million like the Flash, like Aquaman 2. Like we can't do that. We have to literally pull this number down because we're not going to succeed if we're putting out a $250 million Superman movie because there is no guarantee, regardless of what they do, it's going to make money. Even if this movie would have included, say, and I know the argument, if they would have had Henry Cavill come back and they had Darkseid, they had Brainiac, they had all this insane shit, there's no guarantee it would have made money. Right. Sorry, you can't justify. Oh, it would. You can't prove it.
And I think we're in such uncertain box office times. Like we are past the era of just like, okay, random superhero movie will make $1 billion, like Aquaman. Like how did that happen? You know, we're like not that it was a bad movie, but like it seems very random that Aquaman would make $1 billion, yet The Flash, bombed at the box office.
I don't know. I do kind of think that the announcement of the DCU kind of factored into that because like they did announce it really early.
Well, even before then, they were still tanking.
They were.
So it was on a downward trend.
But I feel like it did contribute a little bit to it. Like people were just like, well, these are marketed as shared universe movies. They're canceling this universe, so why should I go see this movie if James Gunn's just coming out with his own? I'll just wait till then.
And I wonder how much that's going to play into it. Because again, how much do the general audiences really know? Do they know, hey, this is the start of a new universe? Or are they like, oh, this is another DC movie. Last few DC movies I saw were not very good. I'm going to wait till this one comes out on digital to see it. And I know that's kind of the position I've been in with a lot of Marvel movies recently. Like, you know, I didn't go see Captain America 4. I didn't go see, you know, Thunderbolts. I'm waiting for that stuff to come out because I know the general idea of what's going to happen. I'm kind of over, you know, the spoiler kind of thing because, again, there's not a ton of connective tissue, and not that that's a bad thing, but I feel like if I am viewing it from a perspective of somebody who's really into the nitty gritty, like I look at the leaks, I look at the rumors, I cover things, I, you know, talk to you guys about things, that sort of thing. Like I'm in that very much so minority of, you know, viewership where I'm very much so in the know with a lot of things, yet I don't feel the need or the desire to rush out and see a lot of projects. However, Superman, Fantastic Four are those big kind of like, okay, I want to rush out and see these movies because they're grabbing my attention, because they seem like big projects. Like last big Marvel movie I went to go see in theaters was Deadpool and Wolverine. The only other thing I saw in theaters after that was the re-release of Revenge of the Sith. Like
Me
I'd
too.
seen everything else.
Hell yeah, dude.
Everything else when it comes out.
Sure.
Right.
Yes,
And
sir.
I agree with you. Yeah, I think that both Fantastic Four and Superman have peaked. I think they've piqued the general audience interest to the point where they're gonna go see it. Like opening
100%.
weekend, they're making plans already to go see it opening weekend.
100%.
So that's why I'm really excited to see each of their opening weekends. Just especially Fantastic Four, they're just doing it so right, dude. Like the time period, the fact that they did set it in like an alternate universe, so it's not bogged down by the baggage of the MCU. Like, oh man, like I'm so excited for July. Like it's gonna,
and then they already have it where they're already connecting them from that universe to the main 616 timeline. So I'm like, they're just doing everything with that, just like to a T, dude. And I think that's honestly because like Kevin, he cares so much about this. So like, if he had to like make the movie himself, I'm pretty sure he would have made the movie himself. He was like, "We're getting this right."
He's like,
we're not.
We can't make Fantastic Four again. Like, if we do, like, we're never going to make another Fantastic Four movie again. Like,
and you have to think about
this make or break.
Too. You have to think about it.
Yeah, this is his Superman. Like, it's the same thing that James Gunn was like, if this bombs, I'm done. I'm walking away.
Like with Kevin Feige, he made his start as a producer, or not a producer, but he was part of the X-Men movies, like the
he was he was a producer, but also he was a part of the crew in some capacity.
He was,
so we actually have him backstage here. Let's bring him in. What's up, Kevin Feige?
And he's got the hat.
What's up, Darren?
Awesome hat.
Yeah.
So what was your roles in the first couple of X-Men?
He was the cone on the street in the background.
Oh,
yeah. I'm here to announce a Nightcrawler trilogy, actually. So get ready for that.
All right.
Dude, I would be down.
Nice.
I'd watch that.
How's it going,
I would only watch it if you're playing Nightcrawler.
Ooh, maybe. I think so.
Yeah, man.
I'm in.
You're in.
Is that from a pack of hats, or you just got that regular cone hat by itself?
I just got it.
Okay,
it was on sale, so I
like it.
I bought it.
I like it.
Is that like a traffic cone or more like a cozy cone?
Yeah, it's like a traffic cone. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that's cool.
Give me Pharrell Williams vibes.
Oh yeah.
You know, Darren always has a new hat or some sort of crazy hat to wear, so it's fine. We don't judge you, not really, a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I'm regardless, I'm just excited. I'm not gonna go see Jurassic World. It looks cool, but
No.
I don't need to see it. I'll watch it when it comes out in theaters, but
right.
I feel like the draw with
go ahead. Sorry, I was gonna say that I think Cody was right though, that we're talking about Fantastic Four and Superman. I would hope they make like as much money as we're saying, but I mean, it might as well that Jurassic World actually might make more than both of them. I don't know. But we don't know.
It's possible because I mean, at the end of the day, like we didn't expect based on the responses and people really like not liking Dominion, the last one. It still made $1 billion. Like I understand, you know, it was a weird situation, but I mean, I don't know. I think Scarlett Johansson, the Jurassic Park world name, it might sell, and people love dinosaurs.
Kids love dinosaurs.
Yeah,
we're gonna go see dinosaurs. But that's the thing, is that I feel like all three of these movies appeal to families. Like you have Superman with Crypto, you have the Fantastic Four, who they're marketing as a family.
Yeah.
And then Jurassic World, dinosaurs. Everybody loves dinosaurs. So it's like there's really an avenue for each of these movies to just make bank. So it's really going to be interesting to see what families decide to go see.
And also, too, is movies are expensive, and 3 movies releasing in 1 month.
Getting worse.
I think a lot of families are going to have to be like, all right, these are the 3 movies coming out. Pick one. Yeah,
right.
Exactly. Pick one, and the other 2, you're going to have to wait until they're free one day. So,
what were you going to say, Taylor?
Oh, no, I was just going to say, if I only got to pick one, I would be going to Jurassic World easy.
Oh, wow.
So easy.
Wow.
I like that.
It is Gareth Edwards.
It is Gareth Edwards, which, listen, everyone else says as a negative. I think that is the thing. They announced Gareth Edwards, and I was like, damn it, I might have to see this movie. They announced Jonathan Bailey and Scarlett Johansson. I was like, damn it, I'm really going to have to see this movie.
Yep.
And so now I'm just in. I'm just in,
That's fair.
and I'm excited, and I love the original trilogy of the Jurassic Park movies so much that, like, I'm willing to give them another shot at it, especially since I'm just more excited about this cast than the reboot cast we had before. Like, those 2 plus Mahershala Ali, like, that just makes me so excited.
Yeah.
I just think it's a better trio than we had in the last trilogy.
Giving Blade a job. Yeah.
And I think that Gareth Edwards is the perfect director. I don't know if you guys saw The Creator with the Gareth Edwards.
Dude.
Bang.
Oh my gosh, bro. That movie was so good, dude.
I can't believe we
lost
that movie.
on.
Like, such a banger, dude.
And I know that
it's one of his best. It's so good, dude.
I know that it's kind of slept on. It's underrated now because it was kind of on the side of the Godzilla movies, but his Godzilla 2014 was good.
So good.
Yeah.
I went to go see The Creator with my little brother. We both was like, dude, that's like one of the best movies of that year.
Dude, me and my fiance loved it. We watched it at home. Unfortunately, I didn't see it in theaters. We watched it at home, and I remember sitting like, "Damn, why didn't I go see this in the theater? This is incredible."
Cody, bro,
a great theater experience.
Bro, you missed out on that one, dude. It was so good in the theater.
It hovers over the ocean.
Yes, dude.
Bruh.
I really saw it. I saw it twice. I remember the first time was for the reason that I wanted to see like this cool sort of like war-esque movie and those Cinemark moving chairs,
right?
Yeah,
40X theaters.
Yeah, and I was like, it is really cool. And then I went to see it again the next day.
And like for me, Gareth Edwards is a director that really knows how to use his budgets, because like if you look at The Creator and like just the way he can incorporate like visual effects into his films, and obviously everybody knows how he films scale and everything. But like with The Creator, especially like with the androids and the look of them, like it's all seamless. Like it's so well done, dude. Like. So I'm really curious to see like what he's able to do with a Jurassic Park or Jurassic World movie, especially like with the concept of it, like the island that all the horrible dinosaurs were kept at. It's like it's just right up his alley. So I think I'll go see it. I'm pretty sure I'll go see it in theaters.
Here's
I have a question
of the 3 movies, like how fast they're coming out from each other. It's like,
literally 2 weeks apart,
dude. I'm like, that's not even like
1 week.
Guys,
oh my gosh, dude.
Guys, I'm
Make
gonna
my
die.
I'm like Taylor.
My wallet,
bro. You giving the movie theaters no time, bro.
I will say,
my wallet's
that's
like,
like
stop.
That's like almost $100 on movie tickets alone.
Seriously,
dude. That's
I'm
crazy.
seeing Superman in IMAX.
2 weeks
like
apart.
I'm seeing that, and probably Fantastic Four. I'm seeing in IMAX. So
yeah.
I don't care.
What were you gonna say, Darren?
I've been having a conversation over on my side of things these last couple weeks about like how sometimes it's very hard to keep a conversation on a movie going and how fast we move on. And I'm really scared, especially 2 of these movies being 2 of the most talked about movies I've talked about over the last 3 to 5, 2 or 3 years now with Fantastic Four, Superman. These are seemingly these very deep pieces of art, and I am a little afraid of like Superman's here. This is a great piece of art. All right, next thing. It's like I wish we could live in art a little bit more from time to time to be like, this was a great piece of media, and talk about that for 2, maybe 3 weeks before the next big thing. And this summer, it's going to be like Fantastic Four and Karate Kid and Minecraft and Elio and blah blah blah. It's like, whoa, we didn't appreciate all this fantastic, or maybe also not fantastic stuff that had just come out.
Right.
So that's going to be very interesting to see.
Yeah.
What are the chances something moves last minute?
No
way.
Nothing.
No way.
We're too close.
If something would have moved, they would have already. They would have done it earlier this year, probably around March.
Yeah.
Or February.
I could have seen it where maybe, because I think it's Warner Brothers that are both producing Jurassic World and Superman, right?
No, Jurassic World
No,
is
Jurassic is
Universal.
Universal.
Yeah.
So there's
Universal.
three
I would
studios
have.
fighting
three
in
separate
July. They're
studios, yeah.
fighting
that
in
top
July.
spot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have
So
maybe
they all
seen
wanna,
it
yeah.
like if Superman was the first movie, like if Superman was that July 2nd release, and then Jurassic World was the July 11th. If Superman had like a big box office opening, and it just had like all this momentum and just like money on top of money, maybe I could have seen it where they were like, okay, let's move Jurassic like a little bit in the beginning of August, maybe like that first week of August. But I mean,
Yeah.
that would be only if like if Superman was the first movie for July.
Yeah.
Since it's not, then I'm like, okay.
Even then, I
now
don't know
it's
because
sandwiched in between two.
Right, but then you
yeah.
also look at like you got to think about Universal. They're looking at it as our last Jurassic movie made $1 billion. So we're definitely not moving. Like this is our date.
Yeah,
sticking to it because it's going to make money. In my opinion, I would think that Warner Brothers would be the most worried. Like where can we put Superman to capitalize the most on profit just because of their track record recently?
They could have easily moved it to August hypothetically because you only have the Bad Guys 2, the Naked Gun, Freakier Friday. You have that Weapons movie that's coming from Zach Krieger, the director of Barbarian.
Oh, that looks good.
Nobody 2. And then everything else is just kind of like stuff you don't really recognize. And then you have The Conjuring in September. So that's probably why, because The Conjuring's Warner Brothers. They probably didn't want Superman and Conjuring, even though it's separate audiences. They didn't want two movies coming out so close to each other. October. Let's see, Tron Ares, and you don't want to fight that.
I'm hyped for that. I don't give a shit.
That's gonna go crazy.
And then Warner Bros. Has Mortal Kombat 2 coming out in October.
Yeah.
So
I guess I'm in the. See you, Ian.
There you go.
Nice.
So unfortunately, there was nowhere else to push it unless you literally pushed it at the end of the year or next year.
And I think he was very steadfast, not only because of his family, like the family connection he has to that date, but also I think they knew Superman's a summer blockbuster, and even pushing it to August. Like nowadays,
it needs
like start of August, kids are going like back to school. And they're doing all these things. It's like,
and it needs to come out when it does too, because Peacemaker's coming out in August.
I mean, they could have pushed that, but like I think Superman was always either going to be June, July, May, June, or July. I don't think it was ever going to get pushed before then. After then, I think they needed that summer blockbuster bunch. I think they needed that push. Yeah. So unfortunately, I think everyone involved knew, hey, these are good spots. These are good dates. We will make money on this date, and they all were so stubborn on that of like, nope. We got this date, we're keeping it, and let's see how this shit goes down. It's going to be so funny. I'm so excited to see just like what this looks like. I've never talked about box office more in my life than this year leading up to these. It feels like every week we're talking about this, and in each week there's a different conversation around it, which is very interesting.
And I think
this better be the return of Barbenheimer.
Oh yeah, dude. I was just about to bring that up. I was just about to bring that up because I was thinking like, obviously I'm pretty sure we all like heard the news of like them delaying Doomsday. I think until 2026. Dude, I was thinking, I'm like, we have the potential to literally have Barbenheimer but bigger.
Yeah,
in my opinion with that.
Well, yeah, Dune's already scheduled for that same day. Dune Messiah.
Avengers Dune Day.
Dude.
Doomsday. That's what people
are saying.
A lot of people are
that's literally
Doomsday. Yeah.
That's gonna be crazy.
One of them is gonna move.
So?
Unfortunately, we're not gonna get our Florence Pugh double feature, which is so tragic. But
I don't think. Yeah, like. Avengers don't move unless they want to move. Like no one can push Avengers out of the way, unfortunately. And I feel like all those December movies are now looking at that being like, oh.
After the second Dune is close to that, but it's just the
Dune's going to move probably
juggernaut. So I think it's going to move.
Dune Part 2 was in March, so they could literally do Dune Messiah in March of 28. Or 27.
27. Or February. Well, no, because that's the cinematic wasteland. January and February are not good months.
March.
So probably March.
That's like that. Yeah.
The only December movie of that year that I think can go against Avengers is Shrek. I think Shrek can hold its own.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Shrek's
Shrek's coming out? Wait, when is Shrek 5 coming out?
Darren,
Is it the same day now?
December.
But is it the
Yeah.
same day?
No, it's like I think it's a couple weeks later.
December
But, like-
20th, so like right before Christmas, 23rd.
Because that month right now is crazy. Right now, that month is Avengers, Jumanji, Dune, Ice Age 6,
Age
Shrek
6,
5.
I-
Like
what?
that is
I didn't even know Ice Age 6 was
I'd have bought
happening.
that.
It was
What?
announced.
Yeah, I'm like Cody. I'm like, I say 6.
I
Yeah,
think
December
because-
18th. Yeah.
Because that's owned by Disney
What
now,
the-
so I imagine they just kind of swapped those December dates, so
Oh.
that will probably get
Does anyone
pushed.
care?
Maybe
Oh, you think Ice Age
January?
is- You think Ice Age could come out where Doomsday would be next? No, probably not.
No,
Because it was announced officially in 2024. So
Oh well, so the Hollywood Handle just reported 5 minutes ago that the runtime for Fantastic Four is 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Yep.
Oh.
Their longest
Oh.
film since Volume 3.
okay.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good movie. That's gonna be a good movie.
It's good. That's a perfect
Yep.
runtime.
It's
I don't
gonna-
need a 3-hour
yeah,
Fantastic
that's-
Four movie.
Yeah.
That's no, dude. I don't. That's gonna be a good movie.
Herbie.
That's literally the
I wouldn't
That's
be
like the
surprised if
ideal-
Superman is around the same, about 210, 215. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, most likely.
Woke surfer.
how,
Kidding.
that's what I would like to say. How are we feeling about the Shia LaBeouf?
I don't mind it.
Oh,
She's
I
a
like
silver.
it.
And this is
I like
also an alternate universe, so they still
Yeah.
have room to introduce Norrin Rad. It's
Yeah,
not.
it's
It's
fine.
not the end of the world.
Either way, it doesn't matter.
It's
Yeah,
Silver Surfer.
people just love to have problems.
Yeah, see, like, this genuinely isn't a race or not a race swap, a gender swap. It's just
Right.
like a,
It's
another
different
character.
a different
It's just
interpretation
a
from
literally
the
Yeah.
different version of the character.
That's like watching like a
Yeah.
Batman movie and be like, they race swap Batman or like Batman. It's just
Batman.
it's like no different character actually.
right. Yeah, so
Both
it's
exist.
not a big deal to me.
Yeah.
I'm just happy that Galactus isn't a giant fucking cloud.
I know.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm
Right,
calling
dude.
Disney right
They
now.
got
Fix
Galactus
it.
right.
Justice Cloud Galactus.
I'm calling Disney.
when
right
he
now.
turned
Kevin,
around, I was like,
Kevin,
okay,
fix
comic
it.
accurate Galactus. Let's go.
Kevin,
Yeah.
fix it.
I know.
We need that.
Make
cloud.
Pedro more white. No, I'm kidding.
Whoa.
Wow.
I've seen some people
Can't
say
believe-
that online. Like they've really been like complaining about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I've
Yeah,
seen
they
some
were like,
people,
not my Reed Richards or
removing the
something. I'm like,
mustache and like brightening.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, guys, what are we doing? Like
It's too
Pedro.
late.
Such a
Yeah,
downgrade.
And I was
it's
kind
one
of a
the
doubter
biggest
about Pedro
actors.
Pascal. Yeah, like I was like, I don't know if he's good for Reed, but now that I've seen it, he's great. He looks
He's
so
great,
good
yeah.
as Reed Richards. Like he's
Yeah.
gonna crush it. So I'm
Yeah, honestly, 'cause
so
they-
excited to see him.
they were talking about David Tennant. He was like, "Oh, I would have tried out, but then I saw Pedro. He was like, it's okay." To be honest, after seeing Pedro, I was like, I couldn't really imagine anybody else in that role now.
That's a good point. I was
Exactly.
just gonna say that.
Exactly.
Like I think he's
Like,
gonna
I
be
couldn't-
really good. I think he's gonna be really good as Reed.
That's right.
Yeah,
Someone tell Tenet that Jessica Jones is canon now.
I know.
Seriously, let's bring, dude.
Yeah.
Honestly, he's one of the
He's
best Marvel villains. Straight
Yeah.
up,
He's
like, he's
so
one of the
good.
Bring him
best
back.
Marvel
Guys,
villains, hands
that
down.
brings
dude.
up the
He was so
Defenders
good
are
in
coming
Jessica
back.
Jones.
Defenders.
oh, they are.
Yeah.
Let's go.
They have been
Okay.
filming season 2.
I know Jessica Jones.
Reassemble
Is.
the
I don't know if they're
Defenders.
gonna bring. I hope they bring back Luke Cage.
Oh, sorry. I thought that my
Also
bad. I was,
too.
I was looking at rumors or something then because I was like,
Oh
hyped that they were
well,
all coming
I'm
back.
assuming we all seen. I mean,
No, but I mean, Ian was right though, because
do you
Jessica
guys
Jones
want
is
to? Do you
back.
guys want to see a photo of, on set of Daredevil?
Hell yeah, dude!
Is
I've
it?
seen
They're
him.
releasing.
I've seen him.
Boom.
There it is.
Boom.
Oh,
Boom.
Oh,
Boom.
wait, is that the black suit?
It is, and it has the
Yeah.
double D's on it.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
let's go, dude.
You didn't see it here. it's
No
everywhere.
way.
And
Saw
10
it
years
on
ago, we got our
Chainsaw
first look at Jessica,
Reacts.
Jessica
Yeah,
Jones.
sick,
first
Did
dude.
look
not age
10
a
years
day.
ago.
Holy crap.
If anything,
Right? That's what I'm saying.
She hasn't
if
aged a
anything,
day.
this is just a gateway to give us hopefully also like.
Well,
Yeah.
we
I'm
do
just
know
so-
that both Mike Coulter and Finn Jones are both in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did see that.
I saw
too.
their Instagrams are
Yeah.
posting.
So
stuff. Yeah.
something tells me
I think
getting close to the
I
season
think
2
we're getting the
finale.
band back together.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're getting the band back.
Defenders
I-
born again, anybody?
Ooh,
Ooh.
Defenders born again.
I'm also excited because I know some people are saying that maybe this time we could actually have Finn Jones in an Iron Fist accurate suit. Hopefully,
yeah.
We
That'd
did
be cool.
briefly in the show. What was it? Season
But
2
yeah,
or season
briefly for
1?
that one.
Like that one scene.
Yeah, that one scene.
I just hope
But-
they bring
Well, I
back
mean,
the
Ian-
bring back the Iron Gun.
I just want to see him use
That'd be
his Iron
dude,
Fist
dude.
more. Like he barely
Was it,
his
John?
barely glowed up at all in the show. It's like, hey,
But I mean,
Iron
no,
Fist,
I was gonna
Iron Fist.
say Ian brings up a good point because like that makes me wonder like I know we probably have seen like different rumors of people like who Marvel's kind of looking at right now to play different characters for people in Doomsday.
Oh yeah.
I'm under the opinion, just based on what I've seen online. I was talking about this in the video I made, but I was like, dude, if this scene that we're getting, where it's like apparently like and I've seen the set photos, it's like supposed to be like this huge fight on like the X Mansion, and it's supposed to be like the debris and stuff like that, where it's supposed to be like I guess like Magneto and like Doctor Doom facing off something like that. I was like, dude, if we're getting that, I am like without a shadow of a doubt, I can very much see Marvel doing like giving them justice and reintroducing the Inhumans.
Oh, yeah. I would like that
Interesting,
a
yeah.
lot.
I really
We
think
already kind of
Doomsday-
got that a little bit in Multiverse of Madness.
Right, and I think that Deadpool and Wolverine was the start of this. Well, it really did feel like a send off for a lot of the Fox characters, but I feel like Doomsday will truly be that. It's going to be like, we're truly closing the book on this.
Right.
Like, I don't know, because I just don't see Kevin using the Fox X-Men as his X-Men. I just don't. With the exception of Hugh Jackman, maybe.
I feel like this is
no.
It's like it's a big if.
This is Kevin's full circle moment where he worked with this cast early in his career when he wasn't anywhere near the position he is now, and he's able to bring them full circle into the universe he's been building for these all these years, and now he can have them in comic accurate outfits with the Avengers, with these, and then bye.
I really think this is after Secret Wars. We're getting a soft reboot of the MCU.
We are.
We're gonna have the X-Men, the Fantastic Four.
I've already confirmed it because Kevin Feige down there already confirmed it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I forgot. That's what he said.
Yeah, of course.
What are you gonna say,
Darren? There's only two cast members I could see maybe moving over to your new general cast, and that's X-23 if they want to do that. She's still young, people still like her. She's only been in 2 projects. And maybe Evan Peters, just because our Scarlet Witch has a connection with that version of the character, or they could bring back, the other one, or someone, like they could go anyway. But I could see Evan Peters continuing because he's also not like a huge X-Men, right? He's more of like a supporting character. So
they need to do that because Ralph Boner was one of the worst things they've ever done. I almost broke my television. Almost broke my television. I was like, "What are we doing?"
It was funny that Darren you brought it up because I was like, Evan Peters is Quicksilver, especially in this apocalypse with the Sweet Dreams. I kept seeing the memes that people are like when Doctor Doom thinks he won, and then all of a sudden Sweet Dreams just starts playing, and you're like, "Oh shit, it's with Quicksilver."
Yeah. It'd be really funny actually to like play the whole bit off and be like, "Wait, are you Ralph Boner?" No, I'm your brother. What are you talking about?
Who the hell is that?
What?
Because like his version of Quicksilver was very well received, from what I remember.
Yeah,
it's a great version of the character. So like, I mean, I don't know. I remember people at the time when that came out were like, "Oh, that's just your expectations." Like, really? Like Marvel was clearly setting that up. Like they knew what they were doing. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah, dude.
They knew what people were gonna say when they saw Evan Peters show up in WandaVision, especially because that was like the start of the multiverse stuff. So it's like they knew what they were doing, and I don't know who did that, but it was oh my.
They even had an episode where he was literally like it was a Halloween episode, and he was in like the classic comic book.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, come on, Marvel, what are we doing right now?
Like professional trolls over here, dude. Like, yeah. They knew what they were doing. So I would love to get a redemption for his Quicksilver. Like,
that'd be cool.
I mean, that really just soured the taste of my mouth for me. I was like, what are we doing with this, guys? Come on. Like I
can imagine
drop the ball.
I can imagine where like if they have a running scene for him, his like how they edit it, they'd be like truly showing like how fast he is, kind of like how they show how fast Makari is from Eternals.
Oh,
right.
Like, I can just, dude.
It's hard to top what they did in the Fox movies though, because his sequences in the Fox movies are top.
Oh yeah, no,
yeah,
yes, oh yeah, definitely like God tier, dude.
They're so good,
especially the kitchen scene.
Right, like literally, it's so good. So yeah, it's gonna be hard to top that, but he needs redemption for sure after the Ralph Boner crap.
God.
I'm kind of worried about I mean, not necessarily, but I do have a little bit of trepidation for Tom Holland. I don't know what's going on with him right now.
What do you mean? He's in Odyssey. What are you talking about? He's good.
Yeah, you're right.
Nah, but like when it
I
comes
think he meant
to
for
Marvel,
Spider-Man. Yeah.
yeah, because like I'm hearing, I saw things. They were like, well, I'm not really concerned about that because they were like, oh, okay, so you think is going to be playing it. She may be playing Mayday Parker, who's like they're trying to connect that and have it be Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man's daughter. So I'm like, oh, that's cool, but he's not been confirmed yet for Doomsday. So I'm like, what's going on? And then I'm like, here, bro.
I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see him pop up until Secret Wars.
Yeah,
pop up in Secret Wars
so.
with the black.
I don't
with the
need
black
him
suit,
in
though.
Doomsday. Yeah, I don't.
I need him with the black
Doomsday.
suit in Secret
Black
Wars.
suit.
That's all I need.
Yeah,
That's all I
because
need.
his movie's taking place during Doomsday, so
Yeah. So there's
Yeah,
no
honestly,
reason for him
yeah.
to be in Doomsday.
I really want Mr. Negative. I don't know if they're gonna do that, but I would love Mr. Negative.
That'd be great.
Oh yeah.
That would be crazy.
I've heard.
Can we just get the Sinister Six, honestly? Because they confirmed that Scorpion was going to be in it.
At that point, then just adapt the PS4 game.
I'm honestly wondering if
that's what I'm saying.
But here's the thing: I'm wondering if that's what that new trilogy might be building to. There's two things that I feel his new trilogy is going to build to: either one, Sinister Six, or two, Venom, because of the symbiote that got left behind. What was it? When did he get?
But it's gone now.
No Way Home, right? Wasn't
now.
the post-credit scene?
It's gone.
Oh, it's gone.
Yes,
That's
but
right.
Venom took it back for some weird reason.
Yeah, he took it back. He just
wait. What?
Yeah,
Wasn't Nolan supposed to come too?
So I don't know. Oh, and Noel, because he was in Venom 3, like that. They did set up Noel. Yeah.
Well,
So,
guys,
We're just
get
proving that
Vulture
whore.
to-
Oh yeah,
Like, nope.
another one I didn't. Another one I didn't
think
see.
Marvel is considering either Sinister Six or Venom. I think they're leaning more towards Sinister Six because we've already seen a few Venoms.
Please, dude.
With Raimi
I wouldn't
and
like
Tom
it.
Hardy. So,
Yeah.
or maybe they might just make Venom a part of that, or their
They could
Sinister Six.
They could put it together, I think.
Right, like they could make.
Yeah, I
Venom
think
a
so
part
too.
of
But
it,
then you're basically redoing what you did in Spider-Man 3, is making Venom a part of a big supervillain team
Right.
up and kind of not letting him get the spotlight that he needs if we're gonna actually have a full-on Venom story.
Right.
But
I think they should take a break from Venom. I mean, I love Venom, but we've gotten a lot of Venom. Just focus on your Sinister Six.
Yeah.
Who would be the cast for the Sinister Six though?
Me.
I was gonna
Who do
say
you
if they didn't waste Craven,
Yeah.
I would have loved a
dude.
Spider-Man versus Craven movie.
Right.
Yeah.
Last
They're
Hunt.
gonna-
It should have been Spider-Man 4 with Craven would have been sick as hell because he's alone, he's by himself, he's insecure, he's broke, like
And
it's-
Venom
Again, to
Craven is
mention
relentless, dude.
to mention the Spider-Man games, Spider-Man 2 did Craven very well.
Pretty
I
well.
thought.
I love that game. I don't know why people hated that game. That's the first
It's
game
not
I ever.
as good as the
That's my
first one.
first
It's not as good as the
platinum on
first one.
PS5. That's my
It's not as
story.
good as the
Story-wise,
first
wait,
one,
people-
but I think it's really good.
I just think
Wait a
because the
minute.
first one came out at the right time and it's just completely changed the superhero game genre.
Why are you sad, buddy? Why are you sad?
What happened, John?
Wait,
Why are you sad?
people, people didn't like the Spider-Man 2 game?
No.
No,
People didn't
A lot
like
of people,
it.
yeah, a lot of
not
people
as
didn't
much,
like it.
not as much as the
a
first
lot of
one.
people
I think
did love it, but
I
it got a lot of
loved
hate
it,
too.
dude.
I
It
think
was
Because I'm
gameplay
currently in the
wise,
middle of the
really-
first one.
Yeah, I
No, it's
that's
worth
my
it.
first
It's
platinum
good
trophy.
playing.
Yeah, no,
It's
gameplay
good.
wise, it was great. It
Yeah.
was definitely better than the first one gameplay wise. But if I had the gameplay systems of the second game with the story of the first game, I think
Then,
that would
Wow.
The story is
Yeah.
still good
Wow.
for
Okay.
the second
Good.
game, but it's not.
It's just not-
the quality.
yeah.
isn't
I guess
there.
the best way I can
Yeah.
sum the game is they're like, here's Craven, and he's relentless, he's ruthless, he's a badass, and wait, Venom. Here's Venom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Here's Venom.
Kind of like,
Just
you know
like
what I
kind of
mean? Like-
shoehorn him in there.
Venom.
Right. As
Yeah.
for like the first
We need to
Spider-Man
make a game
was
out of
like,
this
it
guy.
was all about Peter and Octavius, and like they're really kind of like
It
Spider-Man.
could have been a
2,
little
the
longer,
movie.
I think.
I think so
Yeah.
too.
But dude, I love
Yeah.
the second game. If you haven't played
Yeah,
it
it's
yet,
great.
play it.
It's great.
So good, dude. You're gonna.
Yeah, because I'm in the middle of the first one. I just got to the part where I think like Peter just found out basically like who Mr. Negative is.
Right. Yeah. No, dude.
okay.
The second
Spoiler
one is
alert.
good.
Like
You're gonna
the-
like the second one. You're gonna like it. It's so good, dude.
Spoiler.
I'm like basically like now like in the thick of it with the game. So I'm like, okay, so now it's starting to set stuff up.
Make sure you
Alright,
play
I-
Miles Morales before you play the second game.
Oh, yeah, play Miles
Yeah.
first.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, a buddy was telling me about that. He
Another
was like, dude,
incredible game.
as cool as like the first game is. He was like gameplay wise, like Miles Morales, like there's just way more stuff mechanic wise you can do as far as like powers and
He's a
like,
lot more fun.
I
to
love
just
play.
it.
overall.
It's basically like a tech demo for the second game, which is
It really
great.
is, yeah.
Yeah.
But it has a great
Yeah.
story. Like it's a really good
It's- yeah.
story.
Good.
Yeah, it's a little bit shorter,
Pretty
but it's still really good.
It is, but it
Yeah.
didn't need to be that long.
It's a
really
nice little
good.
snack. Yeah.
No.
And
Yeah,
in betweener.
I need to pull up
Yeah.
this comment because people are just so stupid. I've seen people get mad over the Hermione new actress. We've not seen her acting. Well, she was in Broadway. She led a Broadway.
She's
play.
really? I didn't know that.
she led a
Wow.
a kid version of what's called Broadway. She led
Right.
a damn show.
No more.
So, well, the thing is, she's proven she can do this shit.
Right.
Like,
I just love
crush
this
it, man.
narrative. People are getting mad at her, like, for what? For existing?
Because of her
yeah.
look. That's it. That's what it is. Because she
Yep.
doesn't look like Emma Watson.
Yeah, because
That's what it is.
she's not white enough. I got
Right.
it.
The only thing is, the only thing about her look, I just thought she looked like Jenna Ortega.
Exactly.
I honestly, like, I said that before. I was like, I thought it was AI for a second. I was like, is that Jenna Ortega? Like,
I'm honestly,
Okay.
I'm so excited to see the show. Like, their casting so far has been on point. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of the same casting. I mean, I just because, and I think it also has to do with just because of the movie version too. Like, oh my gosh, the movie version of Snape is just so iconic, and it's just anyone they would have
Yeah.
cast, they would have been like, oh, but it's not the movie Snape.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I gotta kind of let go of my personal bias there.
Yeah,
You do.
But
it's
I'm
gonna be a
still
new
someone. But I'm
interpretation.
still someone who's like, I'm willing to give it. I'm still gonna watch the show the second it
Right.
drops. I'm watching it. Nick Frost is Hagrid, perfect casting. The Dumbledore casting, perfect. The trio, perfect. So like so far, one kind of miss for me is not enough to break the whole show for me. I'm gonna watch it because it's like I said, they have so much more breathing room to bring
Sure.
these books to life, and that's what I'm excited about. Is just
you guys
covering
see
that material the movies couldn't.
did you guys see the casting for the Hunger Games?
I did.
Oh, I did not see.
I'm not a big
that.
Hunger Games
Yeah,
person.
I'm
they're
not
on
either.
fire.
Yeah,
Dude.
so I don't really have
Dude.
Love
one
them.
way or the other on that.
Dude, you want to talk about perfect casting? My gosh, that cast is stacked.
It's insane. I don't know how they have
I'm
that
like-
much money, but it's insane.
I know.
Dude, I'm like,
What's
it
the
was
budget
like
for it?
name after name. I'm just like, dude,
Yeah.
like, if anybody in Hollywood, as far as like a casting director, is like, oh, like, how do we, like, this is how you do it, okay? This is like
Yeah.
up to a T. This cast
Yeah.
cannot be any more like
What are you
perfect.
looking at, Ian? You're freaking out over there.
The casting.
Oh,
No, it's insane.
Crazy.
I'm like, it's insane, dude.
The
That's
epic
awesome.
casting
I've seen
blew
this
my
shit.
What's it
mind.
called?
I saw that
Yeah,
and
what
I
is it
was
called?
like,
It's called
What's the game?
Sunrise and the Reaping.
Sunrise on the Reaping.
on the Reaping. Yeah, I saw that and I was like, holy shit! And it's so funny
Yeah.
in
Whoa, whoa.
contrast to
Whoa.
the last one.
I love watching these reactions in real time. This is
Whoa,
great.
whoa. Jesse Plemons, Ralph Fiennes, ding, Ellie Fanning.
They're not
Okay.
only big names, but they're really accurate. Like they're scary.
Yeah.
accurate.
Oh, they are.
Yeah,
yeah.
From what I'm seeing,
It's like
yeah,
they're
dude.
like they're somehow better castings than the original cast was. Somehow, I don't know how they pulled that off, but it is.
And Kieran Culkin. I love Kieran Culkin. I'm
Yeah.
a Kieran
Yeah.
Culkin stan. That
Ugh.
dude is incredible. He's so good
I-
at Scott Pilgrim.
I
Man.
just did literally today. They did the Scott Pilgrim re-release in theaters, and I just got back from seeing it. Kieran is so good in that movie. Oh
Hold
my
on,
God.
they re-released it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
saw that
they-
when it
Dude.
came out. Like
What?
I'm a huge Scott. I read all the books when that movie came out. By the time the movie
What?
came out,
I didn't hear about the re-release.
dude.
I don't know if
that's
it's
Neither.
everywhere.
I
I know that
love
like
Scott
I know
Pilgrim.
that like
It's not
Harkins
here,
for us
yeah.
does like the classic movie nights,
Oh,
and
they
so we had like
do. They
the Scott
did
Pilgrim was
for
our classic
Harkins.
movie night this week.
Oh, yours is a
But-
Harkins. I have a
It
Harkins.
is.
I
That's
might need to
cool.
go buy.
Same here. I have a Harkins right here. It was a 1 p.m. showtime though, but still, man, I love that
Dang.
movie. I can't believe we let that movie flop. That movie was
I know.
so ahead of
What
its
were
time,
we
dude.
doing?
That
What
movie
were we
was so
doing?
ahead of its time, man.
I'm
Edgar
jealous
Wright
of
I
the
was-
Stanley Cup.
I watched that movie and I go, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but online a lot of
yeah.
people talk about, the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood cast and the Top Gun Maverick cast. In 10 years, we're going to talk about how great that was. Now that we're 15 years removed from Scott Pilgrim, if you look at how stacked
Oh,
that
top
cast
tier.
was
It's a
15
top tier
years
cast.
later is insane.
Oh my god,
it's
dude.
insane.
They produced the
Like-
best actress award winner in Brie
Yeah.
Larson. I'm like, dude.
Yeah, and then Kieran
that-
Culkin in Best Supporting
Kieran
Actor.
Culkin,
Just won
Yeah, I'm like,
last year.
I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
He was the
It's-
perfect Wallace Wells because, like I said, I read all the books
was.
before up to that point, like before the movie came out back in 2010. So I remember watching it in theaters and be like, dude, that is Wallace Wells. Like, holy shit, that is Wallace. Like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I love that movie so much. I adore it.
Yeah, we let that and Kick-Ass flop, dude.
Oh,
Kick-Ass too, man. Two movies that were
Kick-Ass.
genuinely ahead of their time.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Dude,
Genuinely.
Supposedly
$96 million worldwide, $48 million domestically, I think,
Oh my god.
and like 40 to like 63. Yeah, dude, that's crazy. Yeah, I don't know how we let that flop. That's crazy.
Well, speaking of flops, what's up, Jake?
Yeah, I did flop
dude.
pretty bad.
You felt that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Your interview went well. You did
Yeah.
today?
Yeah,
Good.
it went good, man. Thanks. I'm hoping for
Good.
something else. They said they would reach out in a few days if they're looking to follow up.
Did you wear the hat when you did the interview, or?
Yeah, I think that's going to be the key. Plus, I did tell them about
Yeah.
Darren's promise of karate.
Ooh.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
It was awesome.
Tell me of that assortment of hats.
Oh well, I was gonna say I think me and Darren both have plenty of those.
I think
His are a lot.
Phil's being a little negative. The house next door.
That didn't take long.
House next door.
That didn't take long.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
No.
Yeah, I've not seen any of the Hungry. I don't know. Wait, I have seen the Hungry Games movies. We were talking about that a second ago. I have seen them. I just don't remember shit. I don't remember nothing.
They're really good.
Damn.
They're really good.
Yeah,
They
I
are
remember.
actually really well made.
Obviously, I know.
I remember
Jennifer
people
Lawrence
died.
was the lead.
That's it.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
there
Dan.
was
That's right.
some words, and then at one point, Philip Seymour Hoffman's in it, which is cool. That's about it.
I'd argue
Oh,
they're
there's
probably
some
one of
fire.
the most consistent franchises of all time. Like, I know some people don't like how they split up part 1 and 2, but like they're still great movies. They're still fantastic movies if you can just kind of watch them together, right? If you don't have that separation. Like, all the books were really well received. Most of the movies were consistently, now that they're kind of getting back into it, like there's not a huge break in between the movies, and the quality seemingly it seems like they have a fantastic team behind it. Like, I don't know if there's ever really been like a huge miss with that franchise, and I can't think of another franchise I'd give that to. It's kind of impressive.
I keep
Are
being
we talking about
told
Hunger
that I
Games?
should see-
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
I keep being told that I should see the remainder of the movies and read most of the books because I read the first
books are
book and I
good,
saw the
yeah.
first 2 movies because the first book came out when I was in like middle school, so I read it then. But I'm so far removed from that series, not by design, but there's just been a lot of different things coming out, and I've gotten further and further behind on it.
For sure.
What's
Same here.
also
Honestly, I need to
impressive-
watch them too. I've heard
Yeah, they're
really good
good.
things.
What's really impressive to me with these last 2 is that they've greenlit the book and the movie at the same time. Like, they have so much faith. They're like, okay, you're making this new book. We will also announce the movie to coincide with that book. And it's like, whoa,
Oh,
that is
interesting.
faith. That is
Yeah, well,
I was gonna say that shows.
That
confidence
seems
right
that's
there.
like
At
unprecedented.
this point, I feel like she's kind of earned it though as an author.
Yeah.
Like, every time she puts
Yeah.
out a book, everyone's like, "Oh my god, she really had something to say, didn't she? She really had something to say."
Banger after banger.
Yeah.
Was there anything between what was it, Mockingjay Part 2? Is there anything between that and the Songbirds and Snakes movie, or have those been the only movies?
No, it goes from Mockingjay to Songbirds. Yeah.
Okay.
to this newest
And then
one.
this next one coming out next year.
Yeah.
As you saw live, they're like, "Oh my god, what?" Yeah, so
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what
Are
I
we
did.
done with casting, do we think? Because I feel like we got a lot of the big players.
they haven't cast you yet, so we're trying to.
Oh
figure
shit,
out
Oh, of course.
Darren.
I'm
can't
going to
afford
be
it.
of course.
I don't
Yeah.
think there are any of the big characters left, from what I can remember. I think they've cast all the big ones at this point.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I still need to read the newest one, but I hear it's fantastic. I'm hearing nothing but
Is that
good
the one
things.
that's the movie that's based on of?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
new
yeah.
one. Yeah. Which I'm excited because Haymitch is my favorite Hunger Games character. So and like what they teased in book 2, kind of like basically a pitch for that book. It's just like running down like the general what happens. It's like, well, that's an interesting game. So I'm excited to see it.
I heard the second book caught fire.
It did.
Sure
Ah.
I didn't know you were Darren.
Well,
I didn't know that.
Well, I mean, whenever you're on so many live streams with them, he kind of rubs off on you after a while.
Yeah.
I don't want to know what you guys do off stream. Don't
I'm
answer
training
that.
him.
Catching Fire has one of the coolest IMAX ratio shifts ever.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if any
Yep,
of
I know
you
what
got
you're
to
talking
see
about.
it, but
Yeah, I know what
oh
you're
my
talking about.
gosh, one of
Yeah.
the coolest IMAX ratio shifts I've ever seen in a movie.
When she's
Like,
coming up on
when she's
into
coming
the
up
mountain.
into
Yep.
the arena and the whole
Yep.
screen expands.
Yeah.
Oh, So good.
Oh yeah, let's see.
I don't know if you guys are huge readers, but I just recently dove into because I've been wanting to that was one of my New Year's things. I wanted to read more, so I've been reading a lot more like fantasy stuff. I've been jumping into the world of Brandon Sanderson, like the Mistborn and Way of Kings and stuff. That could make an incredible film series. Like the magic systems in his books are so incredibly unique. Like I really think if they were to adapt it, it would be something that we've never seen before. Like genuinely, like if done right, it could be like a genre or like a niche of fantasy that we've never seen. And it's so cool, dude. It's so cool.
It would still have that air of familiarity to it, though. Just
right, it would. Like that grandiose Lord of the Rings epic feel, but like the magic systems in it, the characters, the way that he tells his stories. It's, dude, it could be so good. I don't know if we'll ever get it, but it could be so good.
Maybe we can never say never.
Yeah, you never know. Things are always. Oh, do you have a grape hat, Darren?
I don't. I have every fruit but grapes.
So you're failing right now. What you're saying?
Yeah, 100%.
You're failing. Okay, gotcha. Well,
yeah.
Someone get Darren a grape hat for his birthday.
Did you guys hear about the games that have been canceled recently, like the Wonder Woman and the Black Panther games?
Yeah,
dude, I was so oh my
seriously,
gosh,
man.
dude.
Like it's sad that this is becoming a trend. Like that sucks.
Yeah.
And in the response that EA said to for it was like I saw it where it was like the reason why they canceled Black Panther was they were like, oh, we're focusing on more significant content that could give us like much more quality and I guess like revenue. I was like, dude, if you could release that game, yeah, they're I think it's Cliffhanger Studios, right, or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, they're completely.
Most likely,
what they're gonna end. Most likely, what they're gonna do is, I wouldn't be surprised if they go the like Activision Call of Duty route. Is like just put that studio onto like the new Battlefield or something, and just kind of incorporate them into DICE and whatever else.
And I don't know if it also has to do with the fact that you have that Captain America verse.
I was gonna say, that's kind of the silver lining is, we still do see him in a game.
Think about that.
Right.
It makes me worry about the Wolverine game because we havenn't seen anything from that game.
Oh, dude.
Well, that delayed it with those leaks.
Well, Insomniac did say that they are developing it.
They did say they're still working on it,
but they're being non-specific on.
Right.
Yeah. I think I saw something. I don't know if it was like a speculation or a rumor or like a partial leak from that big Insomniac leak, but like I think the next thing to come out is supposed to be Wolverine, and then maybe a new, like fingers crossed, hopefully a new Ratchet and Clank, and then after those two have come out, then we're gonna get back to Spider-Man and
give me Jack and Daxter.
Please. Can we get a proper Jack and Daxter 4 because Lost Frontier was not it?
No, just an HD remaster of the trilogy, anything, bro. Just give me more Jack and Daxter.
Yeah,
an actual HD
or another Spyro.
That's
another Spyro.
Because that's what I hated that they did whenever they ported Jack and Daxter, because they ported it to PS3 because it started as PS2. It was like a $15 bundle for all three games ported up to PS3. Yeah. And then when they do it on PS4, they charge you the same price for one game. It's like, guys, what are you doing? This doesn't even look that much better, and you're charging way more for it.
They did that. They did that franchise dirty, man.
Yeah.
Jack 2 and 3 were. I love those games.
Yeah, they're really.
I remember playing Jack and Daxter on my PSP.
Ooh, yep. There you go.
Yeah, they had the Daxter game.
And then they had that Jack X Combat Racing, which was
that was fun.
Yeah.
They made
I just need more in that world. Like they crafted this whole world with Jack and Daxter.
Right.
I'd love to go back with it. There's so much there, dude.
There's also a deep speedrunning community for Jack and Daxter as well.
Yeah,
I did not know about until fairly recently.
Yeah,
I didn't know that either.
Really cool.
I dipped my feet into that for a little while, and I tried to do it, without any game breaks or anything like that. But also getting every collectible that you can. And my posted highest record for that is 5 hours 9 minutes, 100%ing the whole game.
Whoa, that's impressive.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's
5 hours.
Let's say, give me Jack and Daxter the movie. I'd be down. Honestly, go the Mario route.
Yeah.
Like, just do a
dude.
I want to redo on the Ratchet and Clank.
There wasn't a Jack and Daxter movie, was there?
Yeah.
Was there really?
Dude,
Wasn't there also Wasn't there
Yeah.
supposed to be a Sly Cooper movie at one point too?
There was
they
supposed
announced
to
so
be-
many
I do remember
things.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
it was, but I think if something happened with the development of that, and they were just like, nah, we're just gonna
Yeah,
change
there
it.
was a Ratchet and Clank movie.
Yeah.
Yes, there was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
It was
yeah.
all just
Oh, yeah.
cutscenes.
2016.
Yeah. From
Yeah.
Yeah. Who remembers playing the Sly Cooper demo hidden inside of Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal?
I heard
Yeah,
about
I didn't dive too deep into Ratchet and Clank.
I knew
until
that existed,
recently.
but
That is my Ratchet and Clank is my game. That's
that's my favorite friend.
That's
Oh,
Jack
yeah.
and Daxter for me. Like that consumed my
Same
childhood on my
code.
PS2.
yeah.
dude.
I have you guys can't see it, but I've got a Ratchet and Clank poster up above me right now. So
I had all the I
Yeah,
bought
long.
like the Jack 3
specific game?
strategy guide. All dude,
Yeah.
I
the
was
first one.
deep
Yep.
into those games,
Dude,
man.
Cody, they made Jack 2 hard as shit for no reason.
They really did. Yeah, they
That
really
game
did.
destroys you. It is
Oh my
relentless.
gosh. And then I love Jack 3 because they introduced Light Jack and all that, and I just love
Yeah.
that concept. It was so cool, man. Like, please, like I just need a remaster of that trilogy,
Yep.
and I'll be happy.
Man.
That's all. I
Dude, you honestly, you know, a game we need. We need Battlefront 3.
need. Yeah, I've been playing
Yeah.
Battlefront too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
dude.
I've been getting
We
down. in that game.
need Battlefront.
Dude, EA is
I've
closing
made-
studios. We're not. I
Yeah.
hope we get
Dude,
it. Like,
EA is the Warner Brothers.
I've
of
made
studios.
so many videos on my TikTok, on my YouTube, dude. I was like, yo, EA,
Yeah.
please, bro, please.
well, did you?
I
you heard
know
the
you
developers?
see the fans.
They're not
the
smart
devs
enough.
wanna
Yeah,
do
they
it.
were like, yo, we want to get the band back
They
together.
did,
I was
yeah.
like, they're telling you, we need
Yeah.
this game.
And then EA is
Yeah.
gonna be like,
We
all right,
need it.
microtransactions.
But here's the thing.
No.
Here's the thing. But
Right.
here's the thing, though. Think about it on the corporate side, right? So it's very popular right now. We've had the highest peak concurrent players in Battlefront 2's history because of the kind of renaissance that's happening now. But from their perspective, they're going to have to weigh the options and the cost of like, okay, if we put this into production now, it's not going to come out for like 5 years. So this is like a
Right.
PS6 game that we're going to be getting.
I am okay
Is
with
that
that.
hype
I
going to
will.
still be there?
I am okay. Honestly, for me, I don't know about anybody else, but it will be for me. I will.
Yeah.
I literally. I told my brothers. I was like, if it comes down to them, like, okay, we'll develop it, but you're gonna have to give us some time. I'm like, yo, if it comes out on PS6, I will literally purchase a PS6 for that reason and that reason alone.
Yeah.
But here's,
Just to
here's
play
my
Battlefront
thing.
3.
Here's my thing. I think it really also depends in what state Star Wars as a brand is in 5 years from
Mhm.
now. Because you also have to
That's
understand we're
true.
coming
Sure.
off the high of Andor Season 2, which, like I said, is like the best reviewed Star Wars project in years.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
you have Mandalorian and Grogu coming out. You have that Ryan Gosling Star Wars movie coming
Yeah.
out. So if
Yeah,
these
Starfighter.
movies, Starfighter, if these movies,
All the Heir to the
perform
Empire
well,
stuff with the
right?
you know,
if they can
Mandoverse.
revitalize
Yeah.
Star
Yeah.
Wars as a brand, then I think EA would be more confident to make Battlefront 3.
That's-
So I
Isn't
think you're right,
is
5 years
the
ahead.
Darth Maul animated series too, right? Shadows
Another-
of like
yeah,
the
Darth
Yep.
Maul coming
Yeah.
out. Yep.
Yeah.
Forgot about
So it really just depends because Star Wars really took a nosedive after Rise of Skywalker. Like Mandalorian and Grogu will be the first new theatrical Star Wars since Rise of Skywalker. That's
crazy
awful.
to think about.
That is
It's been
horrible.
too long.
That is
Yeah.
doggy duty. So like they
Yeah.
like it
6-year
really
break.
just depends what state the brand overall is in a few years from now.
Mhm. Before we continue, we do have to say goodbye to Taylor. Thank you for being here.
Bye, guys.
Bye,
Thanks for
Taylor.
being
Thank you,
here.
Taylor.
Happy to watch you back.
Bye.
Have a good night.
See ya.
Bye.
See you, Taylor.
Who the fuck? Anyways, there you go.
Aaron's
There
still waving.
I'm gonna go trash a movie theater. No, I'm kidding.
Whoa.
you go. Chicken jockey.
I'm gonna throw my popcorn everywhere.
You saw that one clip where like the person had like an actual chicken.
Yep, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I was like,
Yeah.
They brought a
I
chicken.
don't
to
know why
the movie.
I don't know why they filmed me like that. That was really rude. I don't like that.
Yeah, they
Wondering,
did,
dude.
they did not have your
So,
consent
Jordan,
to
what
do
do you
that.
Yeah, man. I was just having a good time. I'm like, ooh, chicken jockey. You know, I got excited. You know.
Man, first Netflix, now these guys filming you without your consent. Come on.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, man.
It's really terrible. You know, yeah, I didn't authorize that. Like, don't put me in that freaking documentary. I don't want to be in there. No, no, I do not support that nonsense. woke nonsense. No.
Talking about
Amber one?
resurgences. What about this Avatar: The Last Airbender resurgence we're getting? We're getting a new
Yeah.
theatrical Avatar.
Yep.
With Aang as like an adult, which they should have done like 10 years ago. But it's okay,
You got a little bit of him and Korra, a little bit, but
right?
yeah.
But yeah, like I'm
bit.
excited, man. I'm
Yeah.
really liking this Avatar. I'm excited for season 2. I liked season 1. I didn't love it, but I thought it was a pretty damn good adaptation, honestly, all things considered. I was a fan of some of the things they added, but
I have two major critiques.
Oh, let's hear it.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
Okay. One, they actually addressed the fact that he did not do any waterbending training, and then they said,
"Poo poo."
Okay, so we're gonna address that he hasn't done it, and we're still not gonna do it.
Yeah, I agree. That was one of my biggest issues.
I understand it's because of timing and the actors are going to age up because of animation.
Mm-hmm.
Sozin's comment, the fact that you leave that as an after. Oh my god! I was like, guys, I understand. It's probably a longer span of time before that actually takes effect because in animation they never age, so it's fine.
Right.
But the fact that you literally leave it as an after credit scene, I'm like, oh my god! All right. Okay. God.
Right.
I liked.
You still could have it and then had it a longer span of time before it actually is important to the narrative. You still,
right.
Why did you make us wait?
Yeah.
Now, one of the changes I loved that they did, I shouldn't say change, it's an addition, was the funeral scene with Iroh.
Everything with Zuko and Iroh.
Oh my god.
Incredible.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't even notice the song that they used. And my buddy was like, Cody, rewatch the scene. And I rewatched it and I was like, oh my god.
Because I bet we're not going to actually see him sing it because how important that song is to the actual original Iroh.
Right.
I doubt
they're not going to do it.
They're probably going to play it again, but you're not going to hear him sing it.
It'll be if they just leave it as an instrumental like they did in the first season.
Yeah,
perfect.
I wouldn't be surprised if like we hear the audio of him singing it, but we just don't see him actually singing it.
Or that too. Yeah.
I mean, we have to remember that episode. We remember that episode because of that scene, but it is relatively kind of a filler episode, right? Like that episode is them just like going around town and doing stuff. So I imagine maybe that's why they did it then because they're like, okay, we don't have time to adapt this episode into the live action. So
and why would you? Yeah,
right. And the way that they incorporated it was it was good. Like it was emotional. It was him at his son's funeral. It was perfect, dude. That was one of the additions that I thought was brilliant. Like I loved it.
Weren't we supposed to be getting an Avatar video game?
Yeah,
I hope so.
That came out last year. It was not good, apparently.
Well, I think we're getting like a different. Like
I want like a AAA caliber.
That's what I'm saying. Like
someone, so good, dude.
Someone made like a beta like within a game called Dreams where you can create your own like games and create whatever you want.
Right.
This guy spent years creating an Avatar game within it. And it looks really, really cool. Like you have to fly around on this freaking glider and all that. It's really cool. But like, yeah, they just I don't understand why they haven't done it. Like an actual AAA.
Me neither. I really don't know. Maybe they just don't know
Ubisoft make it.
I mean, I would hope they should make it.
It would be an easy way to milk the franchise.
Seriously, but like, I
bet it will happen now because the franchise is resurging after being kind of dead for years.
Yeah, I swear, what was it? It was like
all right, I'm starting my rewatch tonight.
Something Pandora, something, right?
Oh, I love that show so much. Oh,
it just makes so much sense too. Like, I like that you could have these like 4 potential different ways to play, depending on which way you choose. Like, you could be like, okay, you want to be a waterbender. Okay, so this is the journey of the game's like, oh, you want to be an earthbender? Okay, so your fighting style and where you're raised and how you think is going to be different. Like, I really like that idea. And there's so many different like there's so much of like the Avatar world that we're probably never going to see. You could just pick one. You could just pick like a random Avatar, be like, this is
I wouldn't be surprised
is the canon story of this Avatar. Like that was such a cool way to do it.
The most recent game is called Quest for Balance. Came out in 2023.
Oh, that one got shit on.
That one.
I remember that.
That
one was bad.
Playable characters: Aang, Katara, Sokka, Toph, Suki, Zuko, Blue Spirit, Iroh, and King Boomy. All right.
All the main cast play. But I love that idea, Darren. It's just like kind of making it almost like, okay, it's going to be kind of a loose comparison, but like World of Warcraft in that sense, where you can pick a certain race and start on that certain path, or you pick this race and you go down that certain path.
Right.
And like with Avatar, that would work so well.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
crap!
Like,
I didn't
Because
think
it
about
worked
that.
with
period.
DBZ. They did it there with the Xenoverse games.
Yeah, you could
Yeah,
pick a
like
time
you make your
period
own avatar, like your
like
own
before
original
Aang,
avatar.
Like find like a time period where they have not actually put who the actual avatar is in the timeline,
Right.
and then you just like pick whatever bending, and then that's your avatar.
That's the avatar,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's
So-
so good, dude. That is so good.
It'd make money. It'd make
It's so good
tons
that they
of
won't
money.
do it. Like,
Yeah.
damn it.
Because there'd be people that buy in that game who don't even know what it is, like what
Oh
that
my
world is. They
gosh,
just go,
yeah.
"Oh, you get to pick like these 4 elements, and you get to run around and kick
Yeah.
some ass."
They have
And
no idea.
And there's so much in play there you can do. Like obviously you have all the bending and these certain types of bending that you have to learn throughout the thing. And there's so much of a thing of like, hey, this guy needs help in a well, go find him. And like there's so many of that kind of stuff.
Right.
Like, oh, this guy needs food, go find. Like there's so many of that
Yes.
elements that you
Yeah.
can work into like these side quests that you can.
and
go
they could
on
do a
to.
thing to where like if you pick airbending, like one of your special things,
Fly?
Yeah.
you get a flying bison.
Right.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And then
dude.
if you pick like firebending, you get some sort of certain element that you can only get.
Right.
So that basically means you can replay the game 4 times.
that we-
Right.
Or like a waterbender, you could take like this side story where you can learn bloodbending or something. Like, dude,
Ooh, and that's the
You can
special thing. You
heal,
can only
that's the
do
special
for-
thing is you could be a
Only if
bloodbender.
you're a waterbending like
Right.
main.
Yeah.
You can learn blood. Ooh,
Yeah.
You could be a bloodbender.
Earthbending is
Each
metal.
one has their
Or
own
yes,
advantages.
metal bending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
you
say
make
the
things that
fire
block
is you
off.
could meet the dragons that Zuko and
Mm.
Aang meet
There
and
you
like
go.
kind of incorporate that
Yeah.
into it. So like, dude,
Yeah.
there's so much you could do with that,
Yeah.
man.
You get
It's
things
like I
that
said,
are
it's
blocked
so
off.
good that it won't happen. Like they just
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
They don't make money.
Right.
they don't want
not
to make
this
money.
good at least. Yeah.
No. You
would
get
be
things that are
so
like
good,
locked
dude.
off from every play style. It's like you can only do this
Yeah.
if you're an earthbender, a waterbender,
Exactly.
a firebender, yada yada. That sort of thing incentivizes replay value.
And the
Yeah.
learning curve, like you could literally start as a beginner, like you can just like
Yeah.
move some water, and then by
Yeah.
the end, when you're leveled up, you can do some crazy stuff,
Yeah.
blood bait, all the stuff. Like
Oh.
this, like the amount, like the satisfaction from a player standpoint would
Yeah.
be just next level, dude.
And you
Right.
don't have to know the series either, so that could be somebody's entry point into it. because
Into the
that's what-
series,
Yeah.
Like
exactly.
that's what
Yeah.
either the because the same thing kind of happened with DBZ. They had the Xenoverse games, and even before that, the Budokai ones.
Yep,
Those
Oh,
were a lot
Budokai's
of people's
damn.
entry point into those series, and they just kind of picked up from there.
Yeah. So why are they, what's wrong, Nickelodeon? The fuck you
Right.
doing?
Yeah.
Come
And
on.
then you could
Yeah.
cater to the hardcore fans by like dropping some Easter eggs. So maybe
Right.
it could
Oh,
take place
yeah.
after Aang has
Yeah.
died, and you could like come up on dialogue like how you have in the Arkham games, where you could hear like goons talking about Metropolis. You could hear
Yep.
people talking about
Yeah.
Aang and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Just stuff for like hardcore fans to be like, yes, I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
Well,
That
it's
was
also crazy
actually-
too because like Katara is like so old during Korra. Aang lived for a long time, so
Yeah.
who knows,
Yeah.
right?
There's so much you could do. Oh,
I was
Oh,
actually
gosh.
fortunate enough at a con a few months back to meet the voice of Toph, Jesse Flower.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
She's
jealous.
heavily promoting a mobile avatar game.
I've
right
seen
now.
that,
I keep
yeah.
seeing her.
Yeah.
Is it
She
that
does
Worlds
a
Collide one?
lot with the Avatar
Something,
stuff.
but she is like hyping. Like I'm scrolling through, all of a sudden, boom, and she's voicing Toph and like talking about this game. Like, all right,
It's
cool.
very active on there.
A lot
Yeah.
of those actors are still doing like the Avatar stuff, like Dante Basco and the actress who
Mhm.
plays Korra are doing the podcast,
Podcast.
which
Yep.
I hear it's a fantastic podcast. I haven't
I
jumped
need to
into
watch
it
it.
yet, but like
I
What's
need to
it
watch
called?
it or listen to it.
the podcast name? Oh, it's Journeying the Elements or something.
Journey of the
That's-
Element, yeah, something like
yeah,
that.
something like that. Yeah,
Sounds like
Yeah.
a
It's
badass
not-
TV series.
it's on the like Avatar
really
YouTube
does.
page.
It really
yeah,
does.
Which they live stream and stuff nonstop, like just Avatar stuff. They're like,
Yeah,
if they own like,
Yeah.
we'll just live stream the whole entire show. Who cares?
they
Whatever.
Right.
love it. They love it.
Oh, yeah.
It's really cool to see people that like love the brand that they're a part of. And it's not like these people aren't getting work because they're very successful voice actors, but like they still love it. It's still a huge part of what
Mhm.
they're doing. And I hope both of them get roles in the new show that they're making for I
100%.
think it's next
I was
year.
hoping.
Yeah.
I think that's still my most anticipated project out of the 3 main projects that we got going on in that universe. Like
Oh yeah.
that is, I don't know, just like I've never watched an Avatar show while it was airing. Like
Same.
I
I
got
found
onto
it after. I found it after.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like, and like I kind of think that was a little bit of ahead of its time in terms of like TV commentary.
Oh,
Now
it is,
everyone's
for
talking about
sure.
movies and TV shows. They're breaking it down. Like when that show comes out weekly, that is going to be insane on the internet. I cannot wait for that era.
Yeah. I know we were kind of teetering on the edge of it, but speaking of fake Italians,
No.
What's up?
I didn't know what way to bring you in. Oh God,
Oh,
Here
it's-
too.
it's-
Oh my god.
What's up?
yo.
What's up, guys?
Oh,
up?
man. I don't even know the context of
Your
that, but yeah,
segues
sure. What's
are
up, guys?
Top tier.
Yeah, I just had to find a way to bring you in. I don't know if I got
Yeah,
it.
that's fine.
That was
That
great.
works.
Johnny, what are you wearing?
Oh,
Wearing,
Yeah, what's
Yeah,
that?
what are you
Rich.
wearing?
It's a Kobe jacket.
Oh, okay.
You're cool.
Yeah. I am cool.
Oh!
Thank you.
Are you playing Fortnite, Draven?
no, I'm playing Battlefront 2.
See, he's on it too.
See?
Life is real.
One of us.
Oh my god, I just
Well,
jumped
no,
with
but-
three dudes.
I mean, we technically, all those people asking for Battlefront 3, we technically already got it in 2015
How do
because
I
we had 2
roll?
Battlefront games in the past.
I'm on a 5-kill streak.
Very true.
Give me Battlefront 3.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't do it. But then again, I think the second game didn't do as well at
Just the
first. So.
controversy. It's
Yeah, it was
just
because of the
controversy.
loot boxes and like the microtransactions.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was so bad that they
Oh.
just removed the store from the game
Oh.
entirely.
Yeah, and so people are bringing that argument up nowadays, right? Is so if we did get a Battlefront 3, like how bad would the monetization systems be?
I would be absolutely astounded if they didn't learn a damn thing from the backlash of Battlefront 2.
Because if Battlefront 3
I
came
was
out,
like, okay,
I
you just
bet
want
they
to
gotta
fail
find-
at this point.
But they
I bet
gotta
they
find a way to
microtransact
make money.
Mhm.
They
Yeah.
gotta find a way to
Yeah.
make money. I don't know how accurate this is, but apparently Disney takes like 30% of the profit just for
Here's a great way to
licensing
make
the
money.
the
Make a
characters.
damn good video game, and then
Yeah,
if you
true.
want, like once people are playing it and you know they love it, then
Oh.
create quality DLC for it. That
Yeah,
there
people
you go.
don't have to buy to experience the game, but like if they want to dive more into it, bam, they can do the
Yeah,
DLC.
I mean, they could just do the Fortnite model, have an item
Oh.
shop, and have a battle pass.
Yeah, or an item
Yeah.
shop, something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Fucker.
Yeah.
Right.
That
Like,
is-
That's really it.
you
That's
should
what every
Yeah.
game does.
But like
Nothing game-
the
nothing
thing that will
game
kill
changing,
it, the
but-
thing that will
Right.
kill it is if you monetize it to where the only way you can advance in the game or get more in the game or get better in the game is
Right.
if you spend money. That's not the
Yeah.
direction.
Yeah,
of the game.
yeah, because like you're having to buy the game piece by piece instead of
Exactly.
buying the whole
Yeah.
package.
Just
Yeah.
just
Dude.
just release a completed
we'll-
product.
100%.
I said it like this. I was like, yo, yeah, here's like the only thing that they could do where I'm like, it would literally satisfy fans. They could have it where it's like Battlefront, like the regular edition, and obviously like how we got the Celebration edition. If you give fans like the Skywalker edition, but not make it where it's like, oh, Rey Skywalker, where it's just solely Anakin, and you get like the Padawan skin that we got from
God.
Attack of the Clones,
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
like a youngling skin from like Phantom Menace, and then like Lord Vader before he turned into Darth Vader, and then like some other stuff. Dude, that would send fans over the moon.
Youngling skin.
I would like that.
You get like a little Anakin running.
Hey, little
around,
Anakin
like,
running
over-
around.
Yeah,
what are
dude.
you going to do?
now this is pod racing.
That'd be crazy, dude.
That's
Uh,
really
you
that's
guys
Are
really-
remember
you
that
an
pod racing
angel?
game? You guys remember that pod
You
racing
an
Oh,
game?
yeah.
angel?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was fun. Okay, that was fun.
Yeah, I actually have
The pod
I have
racing game was
I have it
legit.
on PC too.
It is good.
Yeah.
The pod racing.
Yeah.
game.
Really?
I would say like yes, you have all those elements for the multiplayer, but if you're gonna do a story for Battlefront 3, have it take place in a totally different era.
Oh,
Like do
yeah.
the old
Oh, I'd
Republic
love it.
or something like that. Like something that
Or
just
maybe
needs more
backdoor it.
attention.
backdoor it, and that's how we get Starkiller
There.
back.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
dude.
Like
Yeah.
a good way,
Yeah.
segue
I need
to
to-
bring in Starkiller. Yeah, and you can
Because
have him
there's-
as a character in the game.
Yeah,
Like,
there's such
dude,
a big
that'd be
gap of
amazing.
time there that you could play with.
I
I would
mean, the
say,
main
like, just
thing.
don't
I would
cover
want-
the Skywalker Empire. Go before that. I'd say go earlier than that.
What was that, Johnny?
Yes,
The
dude.
main thing I want is just like multiplayer all eras at launch. Like
Oh,
give me
yes.
prequels,
Yeah.
give me
Yeah.
originals,
Yep.
give me the sequels, give me Mando, like give me just give me everything. At launch.
Exactly.
Are
Do
you
you-
saying like lock the characters to
Give you
those
Skibbity.
eras? Like you can only
You-
play certain characters.
Well,
That's
so
sort
you
of nice.
can lock characters, but I always said my dream, and I mean this is just come from a Call of Duty player. My dream Battlefront or just Star Wars multiplayer game would be like a
Shit.
Call of Duty style Star Wars
was-
game where like you level up. Every time
Yeah.
you level up, you get a new blaster, you get a new hero, you get a new whatever, and then like
It
every
incentivizes playing.
blaster-
Yeah.
Yeah, every
2020
blaster
Yep.
has
I was
a
gonna
level
say-
system. You can have camos, you can have attachments, you can have
Yeah.
If the grind is
you know,
worth
little
it, people will
charms and
grind
shit
it.
that they could sell in
Right.
the shop too.
Facts.
Like you could
Yeah.
just do everything that all modern shooters are doing,
Yeah.
Oh,
but
that's
Star
perfect.
Wars.
The
Again, it's
2015
so
Did it
perfect
hurt
they
it?
won't do it.
Yeah, it will
Yeah.
never
So-
happen, but that's
God damn it.
that's the smart game that they could make if they were smart.
But they're not.
I could just imagine an executive being like, that all sounds wonderful, but loot boxes.
Too much.
Why don't we just
money.
reskin Battlefield with Star Wars stuff again?
You literally, dude.
Johnny, that 2015 game got close to what you were talking about with their like shooters and customizations, but didn't quite get there. They only kind of scratched it.
Yeah, that's why I don't know, like if they wanted to if they wanted to make a 3, just take what you learned from 2, just have all the errors at launch, give a campaign. Honestly, I would even buy without a campaign. I just would want the multiplayer, but I'll take a campaign.
Or maybe focus on Republic Commandos too, campaign-wise. That'd be
cool.
The
thing is like they really don't even have to do a campaign if they just make a solid multiplayer experience that's not loaded with a bunch of bullshit. It's not going to lose sales. Like, just
what's your ideal third mode? Do we do a battle royale or an extraction?
Yes, I would do a battle royale.
Especially right now, that's what I was thinking. Battle royale.
Yeah, especially after like this Fortnite season where it's basically just like Star Wars completely. Like
Fortnite
battle pass.
It's been a good season.
Shove it in my ass.
Dude. It has.
It's fucking Chicken Walker.
I think you could do like the regular
Chicken Walker.
What mode are you playing?
I'm like, shit. I was like, tell you what.
Chicken Walker.
I was like,
Chicken Walker.
40
Chicken jockey.
He's trying to get a point E on Hoth, guys.
No, I will stand firm on this point that still the best Star Wars game today is the GameCube Rogue Squadron game. I'm going to stand firm on that.
That or the original Battlefront.
On like PS2? Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, Battlefront, the original Battlefront 2. The new Battlefront 2 after all the fixes was damn good too.
Or the Starkiller games. What were they called? Force Unleashed.
Yeah.
And then
I still have some nostalgia for the Lego games. Like the original Lego games, not the new ones, but the original
complete
ones.
saga. Yeah.
I will say I went back and started playing the latest one that came out for Lego, the Skywalker saga.
Yeah.
And I was like playing it, and I'm like, dude, it just made me remember like the complete saga was it was top tier, dude.
Yeah.
It was top tier because I'm like in the middle of like the first 3 episodes. It was amazing. I remember why I like the Lego Star Wars games.
I newfound love for the prequel trilogy because, I mean, granted, they weren't like the greatest movies of all time, but at least there was a cohesive vision there. You know what I mean?
I liked it. I think it was fun.
I think stay with those movies.
And on that,
the hate that it gets, it blows my mind because I'm like, people are always talking about because it was like a while ago that the Phantom Menace got re-released for like an anniversary.
Yep.
And people had like a newfound appreciation for it, and I'm like, dude,
I'm included.
I've been saying literally forever. I'm like, Phantom Menace was a good movie. Like it set up like Anakin and his journey. It gave us like a good send off from like Qui-Gon Jinn. Granted, I would have liked to see more of him and like maybe like the only thing I would have liked to see maybe tweaked because I feel like Anakin could have maybe still became Darth Vader. But there was some stuff about Revenge of the Sith that I would have changed, and I would have been like, that would have been kind of cool to see it go to a different way. But I understand why George had it the way he had it. But I'm like, from what the prequel trilogies gave us, it was good. I liked it.
It was good. I think it was Attack of the Clones that soured the Phantom Menace because it's like the time jump there. It almost makes Phantom Menace seem pointless. It's like, why not just have Anakin be older? Like, why have him as a kid at first? Like, just have him start off as Hayden Christensen.
That's why people have that much shame.
I hate Attack of the Clones. I'm sorry. Like, I hate that movie. It's so bad. Like, I know people like it, but it sucks.
Every time I watch Attack of the Clones, I enjoy it more.
See, like me and my buddies,
and
after it ended, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Right when it ended, I was like, literally the first words out of my mouth. This movie's dog shit.
But there's some really good elements to it, though. Like listen to what Dooku is telling. Like it just If
you guys want to, we could do a bracket fight for the Star Wars.
Yes. Come here, Chicken Walker.
We'll say, we're talking about like Revenge of the Sith in the games earlier.
I just killed the Chicken Walker.
Revenge of the Sith movie game is actually really
fun.
It's
so good.
And
with the alternate ending too.
Yeah.
I just can't believe that they let that game come out before the actual movie.
Yeah, they did that so much back then. Like they would make the games come out before the movies. Spoil the movies because they did it with Revenge of the Sith. They did it with Batman Begins.
Oh no, Anakin turns to the dark side. Crazy.
like, oh
no. Who would have thought it?
It's like we didn't see the other movies that told us that.
Yeah.
He's Darth Vader?
Now I know
What?
I know Darren has to head out. Thanks for being here, man. I appreciate it.
Nice to see you, Darren.
Just thanks for having me for the first time. It was good.
Yeah, for the
here.
first time, get some sleep, man. I'll see you, man.
Later,
See you
Darren.
guys later.
Bye, Darren. Who the fuck?
You guys want to do the bracket fight for Star Wars movies?
Sure, I would
Yes.
love that.
Oh, is it movies?
Absolutely.
Yep, movies.
Hell
All
yeah.
movies.
All right, let's do it.
All right. So obviously, this is not a good start here.
I was like, Cody's got this in the bag.
I wonder.
Wow.
Cody's like, this is easy.
Obviously,
That's not fair.
Well, I mean, wait. I think it's obvious, but we'll still go down the line and
That's not
everyone
fair.
vote which one. New Hope.
I mean, obviously, yeah. New
Yeah,
Hope.
New Hope.
Absolutely.
New
That's
Hope, yeah.
No
Yeah.
one's voting.
I'm an
Attack of
OG
the Clones.
guy.
No,
No
I
one?
mean,
I love a New Hope.
unfortunately, you can't.
No.
Yeah.
All right.
No.
Like,
It does have a soft spot, but I'm like, New Hope,
That's
yeah.
top tier for me.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's easy. That's easy.
All right. So when we go down the line, we'll go obviously myself, Taz, and we'll go all the way down the bottom.
Yeah.
So, Force Awakens.
Phantom Menace.
Okay.
Really?
I'm counting.
Force Awakens.
John's gonna go Phantom.
I'm going Phantom Menace,
Yep.
yeah. I'm going-
Yeah,
we're
let's
tied.
go.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
I was like, I'm going Phantom Menace.
For me, this one's easy. It's Force Awakens for me. Like I
Okay.
genuinely think it's a good Star Wars movie.
All right.
230.
Jake.
I enjoy both relatively the same, but I'm gonna give the edge to Phantom Menace on this one.
Okay.
Oh, let's go. We're coming back.
Go.
Johnny.
Listen.
Oh, shit.
Both.
I don't let-
Darth
He's like, you're not
Maul-
putting me in a fair spot right now.
Yeah, this is kind of tough because
Mm,
I grew up with a Phantom Menace, and Darth Maul's my second favorite character, but
shit.
I'm going Force Awakens.
Oh. Draven?
Wow.
I love
Force
Darth
Awakens.
Maul
Force
and
Awakens.
Phantom, but
Force
I
Awakens.
like
Okay.
Force
So
Awakens overall.
5-3. All right.
Fuck Phantom.
Wow.
All right.
Oh,
no.
It's a tough one, but it's an
Easy.
it's an easy
So
choice.
easy.
It's an easy choice.
Is it though?
Yes.
This one's
It
easy
is.
for me.
Oh,
This
yeah.
one's easy
Is
for me.
locked.
Yeah.
This one's easy for me.
All right. So, look, A New Hope is fantastic. It's the start of the thing, but with how much stuff Revenge of the
Higher
Sith
highs
has
and-
to do, Revenge.
Yeah. Revenge of the Sith for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Revenge for me too. Yeah. Easy choice for me.
Literally by like a hair, dude. Revenge of the Sith.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
Makes
Revenge
sense.
of the
Is it-
Sith for me, for sure.
Oh, is it going to clean sweep? Let's see.
Wait, am I next?
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not just doing this to be different. I genuinely prefer A New Hope.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fair. That's
Wow.
fair.
Respect.
I could see it. I could see it.
Johnny?
Respect.
I
Respect.
mean, I think A New Hope is probably a better movie,
Mhm.
but I would be lying if I said I'd rather watch A New Hope over Revenge of the Sith. I'm going Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Revenge of the Sith. Oh yeah, Revenge of the Sith.
Okay, so 7. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I had a feeling I'd be alone on that one.
I respect it. I respect
but it's a
it.
good
this
okay.
one's easy.
I don't
for me.
respect.
Oh.
Oh, this
Okay.
one's easy too.
Oh,
Uh,
easy.
Yeah.
Empire.
Empire.
There is a right
100%.
and wrong answer with this one.
Empire.
Yep,
I'm
Empire.
like,
Hands down.
Is
Empire.
anyone voting
Does
Force
anybody
Awakens?
vote Force Awakens?
You could go
It
Force
went Force?
Awakens.
No.
No.
It's
No.
Empire by
Okay.
a country
Alright.
mile. Yeah.
Clean
If
sweep.
you don't,
dude.
if you don't vote Empire,
That's the
we-
go.
we have to have a serious.
Oh,
Oh no, you
Oh,
can't do this.
no.
You can't do that to us.
This is the final match.
That's easy,
No.
bro. That's
It does-
easy.
the other
It's
side
not
of the
even the
bracket
final
doesn't
match
even
because we still
matter.
gotta go. We still gotta go
That's
the
easy. The other side of the bracket don't
Oh,
matter.
other side of the
no.
bracket.
No.
Easy answer.
Oh no.
It's
Okay.
Dude.
Literally one answer.
I have my
Oh,
two.
you're breaking my brain with this one.
Lord Vader, do what must be done.
All right.
Also, Chancellor, in the event of a tie, I have a coin to flip.
Okay. Yeah. If there's a tie, we have a coin. Okay. I'm going Empire.
Revenge of the Sith. I
Oh.
can't.
Bruh.
I can't let my
Oh.
my number
Alright.
one down.
Ain't no way.
All right.
Yeah.
Ian.
I'm gonna
Might
go
have
Revenge.
crash out.
Ian. Revenge. Okay.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
crash out.
John.
It's up to you.
Oh man, no, dude. This is. Oh no. Why are you doing this to me?
Oh, it's good. It's good.
Oh my gosh.
God, I miss these.
Ah!
I know what I have to do, but I don't know if
Revenge.
Yeah.
Revenge.
Tripping.
For me,
it was not easy, but I'm like revenge, dude.
It's really close for me, but I'm gonna have to go with Empire because of where it took the characters and like, yeah, dude, it just took the characters to places we hadn't seen, and it's so iconic, dude. I have to go with Empire.
I am gonna go Empire as well.
Tied.
Good boy.
Okay, so here's how I break it out in my head.
All right.
Revenge of the Sith is the most fun Star Wars movie to watch. It's the most rewatchable one.
That is true. True.
It's a huge part of my childhood. It's the first Star Wars movie I saw in theaters. So many iconic moments. I love it. But Empire is the best Star Wars movie ever made. I think it's the best sequel ever made. I think it's it's one of the best movies of all time. Luke is my favorite character in Star Wars. Yoda, Luke, the greatest movie twist of all time. It's Empire.
Oh yeah,
Draven.
Empire.
Yep.
Okay. I'm about to say we're about to tie. Okay.
Come on, guys.
It really hurts.
There's only
one answer. It's Empire.
Wow.
All right, now we're going to the other side. All right.
Okay.
Easy.
Oh, this is easy.
See, this is actually hard for me. I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of hard for me. I'm a Last Jedi enjoyer, so this is kind of hard.
That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, look, I like the fact that Last Jedi at least was trying to go, trying to do its own thing and trying to subvert expectations, but Return.
Yeah, Return.
Yeah, it'd be Return for me too.
It's Return of the Jedi.
Yeah,
Last Jedi is absolutely
Return.
dog shit. I hate that movie so much. I hate it.
Yeah.
It's beautiful to look at, but every story beat I just hate. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Jake?
So I'm of the unpopular opinion that Return of the Jedi is the best Star Wars movie, so I'm going to go with that one.
Wow.
I
Johnny?
respect the hell out of that.
Yeah,
Again,
respectful.
Luke is my favorite character. I actually really dug what they did with Luke in The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
I love Rian Johnson as a director. I like that he was just going in there, balls and cock swinging around, just fucking shit up.
I didn't like that he slapped me in the face with it. That was my issue.
I was okay with getting I was okay with getting mollywopped by Rian Johnson. That Luke and Yoda scene is one of my favorite scenes in all of Star Wars, but I think if I had to pick my favorite scenes in the entire franchise of Star Wars, it's probably most of the throne room stuff with Vader, the Emperor, and Luke.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Top tier.
I hate the special edition song in the beginning of Return of the Jedi, but if I block that out of my head, I like that movie. Again, the Ewoks are a little annoying too, but I think it's a really fun movie. I'm yapping. I'm just gonna shut the fuck up. Return of the Jedi.
Raven?
Return of the Jedi.
Okay, clean sweep. All right.
Easy.
Oh,
that's it.
That's a good matchup.
This is also another easy
really
one.
good matchup.
That's an
That is
easy
a good
match.
Is it?
They both fucking
I don't
suck.
think it's that easy.
All right, buddy. Relax.
Wait.
Calm your titties.
Fucking snooze fest.
Don't diss my Rouge one now. Come on now.
Yeah, man.
Mid one.
I like both. I think Solo was thankfully saved by Ron Howard because it would have been a complete train wreck. It was still not amazing, but I gotta go Rogue One.
Rogue One for me as well, especially with that Vader hallway scene.
Oh yeah,
Come
that
on.
alone.
Come on.
Whoa.
So I like both, but it's just I don't know. I just always rewatch Solo, and I just always have more and more fun with it. And I think Rogue One, I do like it, and I rewatch it, but I would have to give it to Solo. I think for me.
Okay, fair.
Only reason why I would pick, because I do agree with Ian, only reason why I would pick Rogue One, I find myself going back and watching that one more often. And for two, I feel like connective-wise, it tied in with a lot more stuff going on with Andor than it did, than Solo did first. So for me, it's Rogue.
Yeah.
Okay. Cody.
I gotta go Rogue One. Absolutely. It showed me gritty Star Wars for the first time, and that the rebellion isn't exactly squeaky clean. I just loved everything they did with it. It's Rogue One for me, for sure.
Gotcha. Jake.
I am gonna go Rogue One as well. I think it is one of the more underrated Star Wars movies. I like that we finally got to see, what sort of effect the events of the major movies had on the common people. Loved that about it. And again, as Taz mentioned, that Vader hallway scene, chef's kiss. So I'm giving it to Rogue One.
Jenny.
I would also go Rogue One because I love that it's an actual Star Wars war movie, and Vader. Yeah. I love Krennic. I love Andor. I love K2. But one thing I'll say about Solo, the scene with Maul at the end got me just as excited as the Vader hallway scene. But that again, it's my
That's fair.
Own, that's my own bias as a Maul fan. But I probably actually flipped out a little bit more seeing Maul in a movie than the Vader scene. But the Vader scene, still, I could have wet dreams thinking about it. So,
I mean, hey, at least you're honest.
Oh, and Death Troopers.
Death Troopers.
Oh yeah.
Solo's really shit, so I'll just go Rogue One.
Also, Battle of Scarif might be one of the best third acts.
Easy. Anybody ever chooses the other one?
Rise of Skywalker is the biggest pile of dog shit.
It's my movie.
I guess the question is anybody here voting Rise?
No,
absolutely.
Rise of Skywalker.
The only things that I took away that I liked from Rise was I was like,
first 5 minutes.
Because obviously it's complete dog crap.
I like the credit scene. Like just the credits rolling.
Yeah. the credits
scene. All the names.
I was gonna say the dark version of Rey. I was like, okay, that's kind of interesting. Like that would have been kind of cool to see what that would have been. But like that, out of that whole entire movie, that was like literally one of the only things that I was like, that was kind of cool to see, like a dark version of her. But yeah, obviously it's Return of the Jedi.
All right, somehow Palpatine returned.
Somehow
Palpatine.
The Clone Wars movie.
No, don't do this to me.
Oh, the movie. Wow. The Clone Wars movie.
No.
The movie, not the show. This not the show, the movie.
Oh, okay. Man, I was gonna say, dude.
How the fuck do I dive?
I wasn't even thinking about this.
Yeah,
No.
It's Rogue.
Yeah, it's Rogue One.
Yeah.
Now, if this was the 2003 Clone Wars micro series, that to me is top 3 Star Wars.
This is the movie.
I love
that.
Yeah. Is anybody voting the Clone Wars movie?
No. If it was the series, yes. But
if it was
the series, yes. Movie, no.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
I am by a hair.
Interesting.
Return of the Jedi.
Easy. Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, I gotta go Return. Just because of the ending.
I'll do Return.
Return.
The throne room and everything. That's just.
But I mean, hey, look, Darth Vader scene, the hallway scene in Rogue One. I mean, it literally you can put that up against the fight scene between him and Luke. So I'm like, it's not easy, but it's still Return of the Jedi.
Okay. Yeah, but you see, the hallway had the flare. There was context behind. There was a lot of context and just world building behind the conflict between Vader and Luke and the Emperor.
Emotional.
That is true.
Yeah,
that is true.
There's a lot going on there.
Rogue, you had a good run.
Right,
and now we're down to the final fight. Boom.
Yeah, it's easy.
Empire, come on.
Yeah,
Empire.
It's Empire.
Yeah.
Is everyone voting Empire?
Empire all day.
I mean, I'm probably I'm voting Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
Settle down.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm voting
You're lying to yourself.
And so
it's not easy. It's not easy.
Yeah.
But oh no. Yeah, I'm going Return of the Jedi. Empire Strikes Back is a really good movie, and it's like literally my top 3. But I just felt for me, impact wise, I don't know, dude.
Yeah, dude. Empire is top 1 for me. Like that is just it is.
Oh,
that is Star Wars. That is Star Wars, bro.
Dude, I get so much shit for this. Like, I don't dislike Empire at all, but I get so much shit whenever I tell people that it's my least favorite of the original 3.
Wow.
Okay.
I don't
Wow.
But you know what? I can see where he's coming from with that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see where he's coming from with that, though.
I will say the only reason why I always put Revenge of the Sith above Empire, outside of the fact that, again, it's just the one that I've rewatched the most and it's the one that I kind of grew up on. I think looking at it from a technical perspective, Empire is kind of slow to start. Like it really kind of is.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Not necessarily in a bad way, but just like if you're looking for like, high octane Star Wars action, you're not going to necessarily find it.
I'd say that Empire out of the original trilogy is the most unconventional. Like our heroes are always losing.
Yes.
It ends on them losing. It I mean,
but that's what makes it great.
Always in peril, and that's why I love it so much. Like I said, it took the characters to places that we had never seen, and even to this day, it's still just like the twist. Like that twist is just it's iconic for a reason because it works on every single level.
Right.
It's not just for shock value. it works.
Yeah.
And
on the opposite side of that coin, I think Return of the Jedi is just the quintessential good versus evil movie.
Exactly. It's a fun Star Wars movie. Empire isn't exactly fun. It's dire. It's depressing. They're losing. So I get it. Like, for sure.
Empire. I feel like somebody said this before, and I was like, I can kind of see that, but not really. But it was like somebody said in the video on TikTok. They were like, Return of the Jedi is the original sequel. Is the original's Revenge of the Sith. It's a fun Star Wars movie, but if you're looking at it in the sense of like the gravity, Empire will always be miles ahead of that one.
Yeah, the character work in Empire is just unmatched. Like it really is.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Johnny?
To Taz's point, the pacing of Revenge of the Sith and just how. I feel weird saying it's a fun movie because there's literally child murder and shit in it. But like, you know. But like, it is just a fun movie to watch, even though there's scenes that get me emotional and it is heavy in its own way. It's just that pacing is just
like that scene with Palpatine. That scene with Palpatine and Anakin at like that show, and he's talking about Darth Plagueis, like that is brilliant. It's so good.
And it's the only real one of the only real slow moments. Where you really get a chance to kind of sit with everything and kind of process what's going on.
And it actually has meaning to it. Like there's gravity behind it. It's not just a time wasting scene. It's it builds a lot of lore.
I mean, that's why there was like a 4-hour cut.
Oh yeah, like, I would love to see that. Honestly,
oh gosh, yeah.
One of the only other times you get that in that movie is after he's turned, and you have that scene between Obi-Wan and Padme, where like she learns that he's turned, and then Obi-Wan finds out that she's pregnant.
I saw holograms of Anakin killing young
dude. I'm like, skip this Snyder cut, dude. Give us the 4-hour version of that one, dude.
Have you guys seen that theory? Have you guys seen that theory that the kid, like before he goes into the room, the kid called him Master because they wouldn't call him Master in a last-ditch effort to save himself? I don't know if you guys have seen that.
Wouldn't be surprised.
It made me laugh.
You're breaking my heart, man.
Damn.
That made me laugh.
I do like the story too that Hayden said that he like said boo and scared the kid, and that's why he stepped back.
Really? I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Boo, you suck.
One thing, and it's a little nitpick for Revenge of the Sith, but it bugged me the last time I watched it when we went to the theater and watched it. Is that scene when he's at the temple or he's on Mustafar and he's wiping everybody out, and he turns into camera and he has like his force corruption. Yellow. You can see his eyes, but then when Obi-Wan shows up, it's gone.
Yeah,
like it's
okay.
You never.
So I read the novelization the novelization of the book. The novelization of the movie. I think they were saying like the reason why like that scene he had his full corruption, but when he was fighting Obi-Wan, he was like gone. I think it was because they were talking about something where it's like he was corrupt and he had so much anger like before, but when he saw Padme, like because he loved Padme so much, that's why he was just like the anger was gone.
Like so
I was like, oh okay,
that
I can kind of see that.
Veil kind of
It's like the two people that he loves most show up, so it's like Padme and Obi-Wan. Okay.
Right.
That makes sense to me.
Because I
can understand that.
I get it.
I think whenever the fight is over and gets his legs chopped off, I think whenever he's like,
then it's back.
The red eyes is back.
Right.
Because his rage is taken over. Yeah, because he's over it.
I hate you.
Oh God!
Anakin, could you stay there real quick? I'm trying to roast some marshmallows. Thank you.
Right. I went to a Halloween party years ago where I dressed up as Luke Skywalker from Return of the Jedi. I had like my hand pinned somewhere, I had a glove on, and a girl was complaining there about how her dad had taken like her iPod or whatnot. I walked over, I was like, "Oh, your dad took your iPod." I took off the glove. I was like, "Mine took my hand."
There you go.
Yeah.
Did she flex or anything? I dressed up as Luke from Return of the Jedi for Halloween 2, and I posted on Twitter, and Mark Hamill liked it. So,
dude, that's awesome.
No way.
Does that mean that you're gonna play Luke Skywalker because he liked the photo?
Yeah, man. That's
what
that means. When Bob Iger reboots Star Wars, I'm there, dude. I'm Luke. I'm already having a sit-down conversation with Mark about it. Yeah,
screw Sebastian Stan.
Let me see. Hello there.
Yeah.
Hello there. That's not your line.
Well,
bitch.
hello there.
It's not your line.
I was gonna go to Tashi Station, pick a bear with your baby.
No. What? I bet what Mark Hamill's like. I need you to do your Bane voice as Luke. I feel like that's the way to go.
Yeah.
You know.
No, that's not true.
Everything you just said.
It's not possible.
That's impossible.
I'm here to fulfill Obi-Wan's destiny.
There we go. There we
You
go.
merely adopted the Force. I was born in it. Molded by it.
Wait until Mustafara's ashes. Then you have
Never
my
my
permission
person to
die.
die.
I mean, there was already a lot of ash over there, but
True.
I feel in charge.
Do you feel in charge? I feel
Now I
bad
wanna
for
rewatch
if they
Dark
do
Knight.
if they do a reboot of Star Wars. I feel bad for whoever has to do the voice of Vader because
Oh man.
you can't.
There's
It's
actually
so
there's
bad,
been some
dude.
really good imitations, honestly.
Yeah,
Like there was
they have
a
to do Fortnite AI again.
I think that's one.
no, there was so when when the AI stuff happened, I saw somebody reposted a video from a voice actor that did his own Vader voice like 3, 4, 5 years ago, something like that. But he sounded really good, and there have been some decent like
I mean, they could do it.
impersonations.
For sure, but
and
it'll just
everything,
never
yeah.
be James Earl Jones.
It
unfortunately.
won't. It won't.
I thought the guy from Jedi Fallen Order did a good job. I mean, he doesn't say
Yeah.
too much, but he did a
Yeah.
good job.
Oh,
same
Yeah.
thing with the guy from the Force Unleashed games. Whenever you hear Vader in those,
Ooh,
Oh, nice.
I completely forgot about him.
Just like the person they cast as well, they didn't cast him. The person they used for young Luke in like the Mandalorian and everything, and that they just deep fake Mark
Right.
Hamill on. You could have just left
Right.
him as young Luke. He looks just like Mark Hamill. It's actually scary.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like he looks just like a young Mark Hamill. You could have. I think general audiences would have bought it. They'd be like, "Oh yeah, it's young Luke.
right.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's it. That's him."
I did really like
What?
that.
What are you laughing at?
What? Someone took a compilation of the AI.
No.
Oh,
Oh no!
Oh god.
I don't know.
Oh, that-
I don't know how. Okay,
You're talking about
let's see.
The Thug Shaker, Diddy R. Blood.
I
Diddy T? Are you suggesting I have a foot fetish? Hawk to Do you seek my preference in urine or Yahweh? Fucking bag. I am a
Oh,
You said the no.
whoops, oops.
Oops.
I should have listened to that more. I didn't expect to go that far. Oops.
Yeah, there's really bad. Like
We didn't say that.
Your channel, not mine.
That wasn't me. That was
artificial intelligence.
That was Darth Vader.
that was AI.
that was Darth Vader.
Diddy party.
Yeah,
Did you
yeah,
pod-
that's,
Are you
that's,
saying I should have a
I have
foot
speech
fetish?
that's the excuse everybody's using these days. AI did it.
Oh god. That's
Apparently,
bad.
apparently, Vader said, "Who is a better gooner, you or me?"
That's great stuff, man.
That's crazy.
Who took all the oil?
The baby oil, to be exact.
Jesus.
I also love
don't
too
know
how
the
the
power
AI
of
will like it'll actually say your skin you're wearing or whatever.
Yeah.
Funny.
So it's like
Oh.
Goku.
No, it's
like-
great.
Oh yeah.
When you
Oh, yeah,
actually
Darth
wear
Vader,
the
Goku.
the Vader skin, he'll call you imposter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I have a skin for Doctor Doom, and he tells me like all the time when I am able to like get the lightsaber, he's like or something like something about the dark side flowing through Doom. I was like, that's kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, it's cool. Like I actually did a little compilation myself. I like just threw it into my most recent video, and you know there's some fun stuff in there. Like if you ask him the right questions, like I asked him about the sequel trilogy, and I asked him about George Lucas, and just like fun stuff like that. And you know, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool.
Nice. Yeah, me and my friends are just fucking with him.
Now I'm just picturing like what sorts of heinous questions we're gonna be throwing at that Vader AI.
Oh, there's been.
Oh, there's been a
They,
lot.
Oh, yeah.
they fixed
No,
it now,
I-
so, like, it's not
yeah,
gonna
no, I
be
mean,
anything bad.
Yeah, I feel like I kind of used
Unfortunately.
him as intended, but definitely tons of people did not
Right.
use it.
Darth
as
Vader,
intended.
suck my dick.
The Force is weak with you, Peter Griffin.
You were like
Yeah.
able to make him speak with like a lisp, like if you
Oh.
told him to like replace
wow.
certain letters
What?
with
Or like
TH.
replace like vowels or
Yeah,
like, you know,
my friend did it. It
Yeah.
was funny.
Yeah,
He
no,
started
it
talking
sounds
with
like
a
he's
lisp.
saying like
Awesome.
Sith, like weird Sith incantations and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can you still do that or no?
No, they patched it.
Now I'm like
Yeah.
semi-interested to hear that.
It was really fun.
Yeah, just look it up. You can find it on probably like
That sounds
TikTok or something.
awesome.
Or in the
Yeah.
dark web.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
The dark side web.
Ah, that should be like a forum, man. That should be a forum page.
There's like a new AI. It's called like Google VO3, and like you type a prompt in it, and it makes a YouTube video for you of the prompt that you made.
Dude.
Oh my fuck! Some guy told it to make a Mr. Beast video of watching people in Titanic like drowning in the water.
Oh my god.
That reaction didn't
I
go
can't.
viral.
What?
I can't.
I showed VO3 last week on here. I was talking
yeah.
about it. Yeah, I showed stuff from it. Yeah.
Yeah, that car show.
Yeah, that car show, like it looks like a real.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what that was.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
crazy.
Oh god, Bigfoot's got a vlog channel, guys. Oh
Oh.
shit.
Bigfoot here.
What the?
Oh my fuck!
What in the world?
Have you guys heard of that channel Sasquatch?
No
like
way.
the Sasquatch dude that
No,
plays the
this-
saxophone?
You know what this
Yeah.
reminds me of is the Jack Link's beef jerky
No.
commercials that had like the messing with Sasquatch bits back in the day. I don't know if you
Yeah,
know.
Oh
Yeah.
yes. Oh, my
Yeah,
God,
I
those
just
were
I just
great.
thought of those.
God
Oh, I
damn
love
it!
those.
Have y'all seen that?
Chicken Walker.
They have the AI podcast thing like on Google too. Forget the name of it, but it's weird the way they talk. Sounds like a real like two people in a podcast. It's really odd.
I've been seeing like people turning podcasts into like babies, like they turn them into babies.
Oh yeah, the
What?
baby. Yeah,
A baby.
that and
Yeah.
the
So
baby
like
celebrities
all your
ones, yeah.
favorite like podcasters are like babies.
Oh, okay, yeah, I've seen
So
that.
you have one of like Gordon Ramsay as a baby.
Yeah.
You fucking donut.
Yeah.
They
but
want
this
to pay
is-
us high. It looks like
This is a compilation
Yeah,
of
forehead.
video game prompts in VO3 that people put in. So like it's like 8-second clips and they've compiled them.
Oh, okay.
Dang, this was all made in AI.
that's nuts, dude. What the fuck?
That actually
That's
heck?
yeah. I'm like that's crazy.
Whoa.
That's sick. Why does that look like Mark Wahlberg from the back?
You can hear you
How do you know what he looks like from the
You
back?
can see the programming.
on the
Mr.
street.
Yo, wait, pause.
How do you know what he looks like from the back?
Yeah, how would you know?
Dude, you just
Bro said that looks like Mark Wahlberg from the back.
That's crazy.
You can
Dude,
see the
that's
models.
like
So that's how you tell it's AI.
That's crazy.
that's not.
Whoa.
It looks pretty cool.
Fortnite.
Yeah, Fortnite looks like Fortnite.
Dude,
I don't think I played this version of Candyland.
Wow.
they got them moving the same way though in most of the.
Yeah.
That, and then like you can occasionally see the models like slip out of place.
What the fuck?
Is that a capybara?
I was gonna
Yeah.
say that's a capybara.
Oh shit.
Stray?
Oh, it's straight, dude. Yeah.
Stray
Cat
sequel.
NATO.
Straight through.
What?
All right, that's a game
Whoa.
Oh
That's a
That was
game.
cool.
It's Finding Dory.
I want to play that game.
Finding Dory the game.
no! Did anybody play that Man-Eater Shark game that came out like 6 years
Yes,
back?
yes.
Yeah,
yes.
that's what I thought of just now, but you know, like a pacified version of that.
All right, guys, I gotta go get my kid down to bed. It's been wonderful.
See you, man. Thanks for being
Thank
here.
you guys. Yeah,
Hey,
of course.
Cody.
Thank you guys so much.
Bye.
It's been a
See
great
you later,
talk.
bro.
Hey,
You
man.
guys too, man. Have a good night.
Of course, you
Later.
too, man.
See ya.
Bye.
Good night.
Later.
Who the fuck?
Who-
Who the?
See you, Cody.
There was another like
Are
water
you?
game that was like I can't remember what it was called. It's like 2 or 3
You're
years
Chewbacca,
old.
you motherfucker.
Like a water simulator scuba type game. I don't know if that's ringing a bell.
Subnautica?
That's what it is. Did anybody play that?
I've heard it.
Oh, yeah, I
didn't
know-
get
I
to
played it.
play.
That game's awesome.
John's got to head out too, man. Thanks for being here, man. You have a good night.
Yeah, he's
Thanks
going
for
to hang
being
out
here,
with
man.
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, man. Mark Wahlberg, what's up, man?
Yeah. Came out of the street.
Going to watch him from the back.
Yeah, man.
Oh my gosh, I said the wrong thing. I was like, yo, that looks like him, and I meant to say like his hair, but I said from the back. I was like,
Uh-huh.
no.
Thanks for being here,
It
man.
was
Have a
nice
good
seeing
night.
you guys.
See you
Yeah, you guys too. See you.
Later.
See you, bro. Who the
Who the fuck?
Let's see how long that defense holds up in court.
Yeah,
Okay.
defense.
I don't know what.
What?
Okay.
Huh?
Yeah, it's been a weird one. Yeah.
It's been pretty good.
Yeah, I thought that that bracket fight was good. I figured as
Yeah, we
much
should do
Empire
another
was
one.
gonna win though.
Oh
yeah. I mean,
the final matchup was going to be Revenge and Empire. It just sucks.
Fucking Chewbacca.
I knew. Like,
Fucking Chewbacca.
I would champion for Return of the Jedi all day, but I knew it wasn't going to win.
Yeah, but it's still a good movie. It's really good.
We could do another bracket fight.
Yeah.
Let's do Fast and Furious. No,
Let's do a longer one.
Do you have a Star Wars character?
Is it one of like movie franchises?
Cartoon shows.
Ooh.
We could do how long is
or actresses.
No,
I'm just kidding.
The way you said it, actress.
Tess' face was priceless right there.
You know, the corn cut.
Yeah, they should have like
fast food restaurants.
No, I think we've done that.
Ooh.
Did we do that one? I don't think we
that
did.
sounds good, but I might.
Five Guys
also
would
just
win.
Be hungry.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I already am
McDonald's.
hungry, so I'm done with it.
Items.
Fuck, dude. Give me Darth Maul. Come on.
Best rapper this decade. What the hell?
I wouldn't know jack shit about
Best
that.
rap?
Best rapper of the decade.
Ooh.
Yeah, let's do that one.
Yo, Johnny, let's do that one.
I wouldn't know jack shit about that one.
Oh, fucking General Grievous, dude. Holy shit. No, not literally.
General Grievous is the best rapper of the decade.
Oh shit!
Let's go.
Oh my
I'm
god.
really fucking in, but that'd be cool.
Oh, sorry, no.
General Kenobi, check out this freestyle.
Kenobi, check out this fucking
gosh.
shit.
There has to be like a cartoon.
I mean, they've done that with AI, so.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
Say, is there like a Cartoon Network shows one or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cartoon Network versus Nickelodeon. Ooh.
Cartoon Network.
We could do that.
Yeah, dude, do that one. Yeah, do that one.
I wonder if we're actually gonna know what these fucking shows are. But
Of course, we'll fill you in. Don't worry. All of us younger ones.
It takes half of us out of this.
I don't know the first one.
Oh, Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah, Jimmy Neutron. Then
Don't know the first one. Yeah.
Jimmy Neutron. All right.
Yeah,
I watched both of them, but Jimmy Neutron's really good.
Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo.
Thanks, man.
Never care for the wife.
I've seen both, but I think Johnny Bravo.
Same here.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Oh.
This
is a good one.
Already on that. Ed and Eddie.
I got it. Ed and Eddie.
Hold on. Go down the line.
Ed and Eddie.
It's too confusing.
Yes.
I can't keep track of this.
I might have to go Courage.
W Taz.
Okay.
Yeah.
W.
Ed and Eddie.
Good boy.
Jake.
Ed and Eddie.
Johnny.
Because you look
As
like
a
Ed.
kid, I probably would have said Ed, and Eddie, but as I got older,
Eddie.
I'd probably go Courage.
Ooh.
Nice.
Definitely Courage, bro.
We need to flip.
Oh, we're tied.
Yeah, we have
We
to
need
flip.
to
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, flip. Okay, heads, Ed and Eddie.
All right.
Okay.
Tails, Courage.
That's obvious.
okay.
Anyways, all right.
You got it first.
All right.
Damn.
Don't fucking cheat.
Heads.
Such a
Ed
fucking
and Eddie.
liar.
You can do the digital coin if you want. You
I
know.
was gonna
No,
say I
it's
could have
fine.
Australian Siri flip a coin.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Come on, bro.
I'm doing Kids Next Door. I love that show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to go Kids Next Door as well. I think I watched it more. So
I watched both equally, but I think but I would have to lean towards Kids Next Door for myself.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Powerpuff Girls.
It's good. It's
Honestly, I think I watched more Powerpuff Girls than I love me some Mojo Jojo. I'm riding
Mojo
with
Jojo.
Roger L.
All
Jackson, aka Ghostface.
Okay.
hell yeah.
Go name Kids Next Door.
All right. Code name. All right.
I like the guy's head.
Almost
It's like a
tied again.
fucking Oval.
Yeah.
Oh, easy.
Yep.
I don't know
seen
either.
anyone.
I'll say
Come
Gumball.
on.
That's the only one I recognize.
Gumball's
Yeah,
so good.
yeah,
bro.
Gumball.
It is for
Oh
sure.
my fucking
I have
God.
no idea what that first one is.
Yeah, I don't know what that other one is.
I know that one, but
But-
I didn't really
All right.
watch it.
Gumball.
Gumball's so good.
I see Dexter's. Dexter's Laboratory. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
What is all grown up?
Yeah.
I think
What
I
is
think
that?
that's the grown up.
That's
Rugrats.
the Rugrats
Oh,
sequel.
yeah,
but
Dexter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dexter.
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 Is anybody voting all grown up? No.
No, we could do Dexter.
All right. Just want to make sure.
Everybody thinks I'm talking about Dexter's Lab.
Oh!
Talk about
I did like
Zero
I'm
Base.
gonna have to disrespect Laszlo like that, bro.
the Fairly Odd Parents ranges
It's
in
Fairly Odd
quality
Parents.
over the years.
Yeah.
It did drop, but I think
Was
I'm
it?
still going.
Overall,
I'm still going Fairly Odd
Wait,
Parents.
wasn't this
because
supposed to be all Cartoon Network?
It's Cartoon
It's
Network.
Cartoon
and
Network
Nickelodeon.
versus Nickelodeon.
Oh, okay. Oh,
So it's like
I
us
see.
both.
I see.
I'm doing Fairly Odd Parents. The quality did drop over the years but like early on, it's can't be beat.
Yeah, Fairly Odd Parents for sure.
Yeah, I think I would say Fairly Odd Parents for the
Same.
beginning. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Camp Lazlo, but
Oh.
like I watched more Camp Lazlo as a kid. I'm not gonna
Camp
lie.
Good.
Camp Lazlo was fun.
Oh,
I mean, look,
Oh.
I'm going
Easy.
Ben
Hold
10.
on.
Ben
I'm
10.
Ben 10.
I'm gonna be the only one that says
100%.
Chowder.
I
No,
like
going
Chowder as
Chowder,
well.
too.
Oh.
Yeah,
I think we
it's
have
a tie.
Jake?
Yeah, it's a tie.
No way.
Ben
Oh,
10.
what- Okay,
Yeah,
so this
it's
tie.
Okay.
Yeah. Chowder.
Okay, so we need to flip. We need to flip.
Do it. Do it on. Do it on your.
Oh wait, can I wait? Where can I flip?
Just do it. Yeah, just do.
It's
Look up
that's technically-
coin flip. Just look
Yeah,
it up.
Or I
flip.
could just flip it on my phone
Or
over the mic.
Do that.
on my. Yeah.
Wait, we
flip
didn't
it.
pick who's heads and tails.
Yeah, which is
coin
which?
flip generator. Okay.
Chowder's
Heads Chowder. Heads
You have to
Chowder.
present.
Chowder's heads.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Chowder's so good, bro.
It's
I
flipping.
love Chowder.
Head. So Chowder wins.
What?
Wow.
What's the fart dust in Chowder? What's that? Kimchi. Kimchi.
Yes, kimchi.
I'm going Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo.
Wow.
It's a
I'm
classic.
gonna go Jimmy.
Yeah.
Okay. You're going Johnny. Okay.
I'm going Jimmy.
Draven.
I'm going Jimmy as well.
Oh, flip.
Tied again. All right.
Damn it.
Heads.
So heads.
Jimmy's got a big head. Give him
Heads Jimmy.
Yeah.
Heads Jimmy. All right. Flipping. Flip. Jimmy Neutron. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You have like a two-headed coin or something.
Oh, Ed and Eddie. No question.
Kids Next Door.
Oh shit.
Ooh,
Ed and Eddie.
Ed and Eddie.
Ed and Eddie.
Ed and Eddie Plank, bro, was the goat.
Wow.
Flink. Dexter's.
Dexter.
Dexter.
Come on.
Let me go
Dexter.
Gumball.
Mm.
I'm gonna go Gumball as well.
Dexter
I-
one by one. Dexter one.
I
Yeah.
watched some more, but I like
All right.
Dexter too.
I like both.
Fairly
Ooh.
Odd Parents.
Fairly Odd Parents.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, no, I think overall Fairly Odd
Jogging Bone Strangle.
Is anyone voting Chowder?
Is everyone voting
I'm
Chowder?
voting Chowder.
Okay.
That's fine.
Johnny? No.
No, Fairly Odd Parents.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ed and Eddie.
Ed and Eddie. Yeah.
Jimmy Neutron.
Oh.
Mm.
Okay.
Ed and Eddie.
Jimmy Neutron.
The mom and Jimmy Neutron is so bad. Jimmy
So
Neutron.
are we tied again?
So
Oh
bad.
my god.
Yeah, I mean, Rob Paulson's
mom.
All right, so Jimmy is
What a
Jimmy, of course. Jimmy is head.
Yes.
Come on.
Jimmy's head.
Come on.
God, Jimmy Neutron
Jimmy's
won.
head.
God.
Wow, really?
Do you
Let's
have an
go.
only heads coin or something?
Yeah,
Is
it
that
seems
what
like
it
it's
is?
just doing it.
No, it even shows like the statistics when it flips.
That's-
Like with
nah,
the
we're just
shit.
kidding.
Jimmy's mom.
Fairly,
This
Dexter.
is easy. This is easy for me.
Fairly Odd Parents.
This is easy.
Fairly Odd Parents.
I'm gonna say Dexter.
The Crimson Shin.
I watched a lot of Dexter's. I'll go Dexter.
Wow.
Tied
How
again.
many
Another
times
tie.
are we gonna
Wow.
tie?
This is this is
all right,
interesting.
Dexter's heads. Dexter head.
So that means
Dexter
Dexter's probably gonna
head.
win.
No, I think Fairly
Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah.
Wow, let's go.
Yes.
I mean, odds were we
Dude,
were
that's actually
eventually
good.
going to get a
Oh,
tails.
That's a good fight.
Oh, dude,
This-
I
this
love the crossovers.
This crossover was
Yes.
generational.
Oh, no.
Fairly
Oh,
Odd
good.
Parents.
Fuck.
Oh, this is a tough one. I think I might have to say Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Fairly Odd Parents.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's,
I'm gonna go
it's
Fairly Odd
hard, but
Parents.
Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh,
Wow,
sweep.
clean
slapped.
sweep. Clean sweep.
Wow.
All right, other side.
I haven't seen
Wow.
either.
I watched both.
I haven't
Ooh.
seen either one of these.
Rocket
but I
Power.
like-
Rocket
I like
Power
the-
is
Yeah.
great.
I go
It
Rocket
was good.
Power.
I love
I liked
Rocket
it.
Power.
Rocket Power.
I'd go Rock.
Fuck it. Angry Beavers.
I
I
have
Go
have
ahead.
no idea
Go
what
ahead.
that is. I don't even.
Jake.
I'm going Rocket Power.
Johnny.
I would just go Angry Beavers because it sounds funny.
What's up, Ronan?
Ooh.
Oh.
Hey, here we go.
Yo.
Nice.
What's up, man?
This is a
We're
good one.
doing we're in the middle of a bracket fight for cartoon
All right.
shows from Cartoon Network and
So now Ronan is our
Nickelodeon.
tiebreaker.
Yeah. Now you're the
Oh.
tiebreaker, Ronan.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
I've
They're
not
both
seen
pretty good.
any of Danny Phantom. I heard it's a great show.
What? Dude, you've got to watch it.
He's a fan.
Yeah, so
Dude.
good.
Danny Phantom, 100%.
Danny Phantom. Yeah,
For me, this is easy. Invader Zim.
it's also
Alright.
rated.
Danny Phantom.
Danny Phantom.
Oh,
Ronan.
Danny Phantom.
Damn it!
Oh,
Yeah,
Ronan,
let's
Danny
go.
Phantom. All
Damn
right.
it.
A man of
He's a
culture.
Phantom.
Damn
Bro.
it!
Oh,
Easy.
Teen
Easy,
Titans.
easy. Teen
Come on.
Titans. Teen
Is
Titans.
Teen Titans.
Wow, this is like the
Chalk Zone.
Is
Pass.
anyone voting Chalk Zones?
I've watched.
I am.
No, I'm not.
dude.
Oh.
This side of the bracket's kind of
Ronan,
good.
Johnny, would you pick
I grew up more
Teen
on Chalk
Teen
Zone.
Titans?
I've never seen Chalk Zone, so I'd go Teen Titans.
All right, so okay.
Yeah, like Chalk.
The OG
Teen-
Teen Titans is.
Teen got us the clean sweep
so
except
good.
for Ronan, who voted Chalk Zone.
Hey, it's a
All
good
right.
show.
I even put Teen Titans Go over that one.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
come on.
I mean,
No.
it's SpongeBob. But I mean, my
Yeah.
life. Teenage Robot's fine.
Teenage Robot's really good, but
Yeah.
yeah, you
There's
can't beat
no-
SpongeBob. Yeah,
yeah.
SpongeBob for sure.
SpongeBob's a powerhouse.
Yeah,
Yeah, SpongeBob.
SpongeBob might get the clean sweep, honestly.
Where's the leak?
Yeah.
Is it a clean sweep?
Who you
Like
call
Bob,
maybe.
yeah.
Pinhead?
There's a good chunk. Yeah, I think. That would
All
be
right,
good.
Pinhead. Yes,
Oh.
Who you
sir.
call Pinhead?
Oh,
Okay.
I
um,
love.
Oh God!
Fuck.
I'm doing
I know
Grim-
where I'm
I'm-
going, but
I'm
Jake
doing
looks like Billy.
Grim Adventures.
God.
Foster's.
Damn, this is hard.
Wow.
Yeah.
Grim Adventures.
Okay, Grim.
You always get the booger coming out of his nose.
Fuck, this is hard.
no, it's
Jake?
not. I feel bad, but it's not.
Oh
hard.
wait, am I next? Fuck.
Yeah.
Ah,
I
Yeah.
was saying you're.
damn it.
Those are really good.
I know where
I
I'm
hate-
going.
I hate this.
I know what I'm doing too.
Grim.
Grim. You said.
Yeah, it's grim.
Yeah.
Isn't the
I love.
I like chocolate milk? Isn't that from Foster's Home? I'm gonna go Billy and Mandy though. Fuck chocolate milk.
Ronan.
I
I like chocolate
slightly
milk.
barely grew up with Bill and Mandy, so yeah, I'll go with Billy Mandy.
And the theme song is so
I
good.
see Cat Dog in there. Who's like, oh, Avatar. Oh, fuck. Avatar.
come on, guys.
Avatar.
Cat Dog.
Oh, really?
I've never seen Avatar, but
Oh
yeah.
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 I'll do Avatar. Yeah.
Avatar.
I've never seen Avatar, so I'd go Cat Dog by default.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've seen one season of Avatar, but that one season is peak, so Avatar.
Cat Dog. I grew up on Cat Dog.
Okay. It was close to a tie. Okay.
That was close.
I'm behind on Avatar. I feel bad.
Yeah.
How about two of the people who voted?
Oh,
Cat Dog?
come
Oh,
on.
fuck off.
dude.
Samurai Jack.
You already
There's
know
no
what I'm
Rugrats
going.
is-
Samurai Jack.
God damn it.
Yeah, Samurai Jack. I'd have to say for sure.
Yep, Samurai Jack.
I've never seen Samurai Jacks or Rugrats.
I've never seen
Dude,
Samurai Jack.
has the best.
I'm
like,
gonna go
theme
Rugrats.
song, dude.
Never
Okay.
seen Samurai
Look
Jack.
like Samurai
This,
Jack.
oh man, this is a fucked up one. Then this, oh man, I grew up on Rugrats so much, but equally, Samurai Jack, I think is a piece of art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
Samurai Jack.
Oh, easy,
Ooh.
easy,
Easy.
easy.
Mhm.
This is the best.
But how
animated,
easy though?
best animated
Yeah,
TV show of all
Re-
time.
regular show.
Yeah.
Regular show.
It's the best.
I'd have to go regular show. Yeah.
It's fucking.
I'm going Hey Arnold.
Of course,
They're
you are.
both good. Hey Arnold.
I liked Hey Arnold. I watched more of Hey Arnold, but what I've seen of regular show, I was older and I still enjoyed
You
it.
know
so
who
I did regular
else?
show. and more cameos than regular show. Also.
I'm guessing Draven, you're the regular show.
Fuck. That's the best fucking cartoon I've ever watched in
Ronan.
my life.
Yeah.
Hey Arnold, man.
All right, your regular show gets away
The
one.
tomato incident.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
Ooh.
Danny Phantom.
I
Danny
can't vote
Phantom.
Danny because I've only seen Rocket Power.
Danny Phantom.
Danny Phantom.
Danny Phantom.
Rocket Power.
Danny
Ooh.
Phantom.
Danny Phantom.
Rocket Power, man.
And
Rocket Power.
Danny Phantom 1 by 1.
I'm about to give you some rocket power, Ronan.
Easy boy.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, come on,
well,
man.
With consent.
Look, I love Teen Titans, but I mean, I grew up more on watching SpongeBob, and I finally got the Teen Titans, but I'm going SpongeBob.
Yeah. SpongeBob.
You
for sure.
said
Yeah,
number 11.
SpongeBob overall. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I love Teen Titans, but I'm gonna go SpongeBob.
Yeah.
I watch classic SpongeBob to this day.
There's no better feeling than waking up on Saturday and watching SpongeBob.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I had to use SpongeBob after I watched Chernobyl to like ease.
Oh yeah. Balance it out.
It's a very
Yeah.
weird reason why, but all right.
That's
Right.
a great palate
Smash
cleanser.
slinging slash.
Ooh, Avatar.
Whoa, settle down.
I've actually never seen either of them, so
Oh.
Sorry to hear that. Maybe we should do a watch party.
yeah. Let's go Billy and Mandy. That sounds fun.
It is like so.
It is amazing, but I'll go Avatar.
Avatar.
Billy and Mandy.
I've only seen one season of Avatar, so I'm gonna go Billy and Mandy.
Oh,
Man.
we're fucking tied.
Oh man.
Tiebreaker down there.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
I hope it meets my expectations, so I'm gonna go Avatar.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Ronan.
Easy.
Oh, this is sweet. This is
If this loses, I'm gonna get pissed, bro.
Samurai
I'm gonna
Jack.
crash out.
Dude. I mean, Samurai Jack is art, but regular show, dude. I gotta go regular show.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to go regular show.
I'm going Samurai Jack.
Regular show.
Oh, regular show.
Samurai Jack.
All right, by one.
God damn it. That's a
By
crime.
one.
my
SpongeBob.
Easy.
SpongeBob, yeah.
Yeah, that's SpongeBob.
SpongeBob for me.
Sweet.
SpongeBob won.
Yeah, SpongeBob.
Yeah.
SpongeBob. Okay.
It's hard to beat it. It's
Careful,
just like-
SpongeBob.
So
Bobby.
easy.
Avatar.
Regular show.
Yeah, I think regular show.
I'm going Avatar.
Yeah.
Regular show.
Whoa, regular
Avatar's
show.
my fucking
Yeah.
Oh
Let's
my
go.
God. Wow,
God
I'm
damn it.
shocked.
Dethroned.
Yeah.
Boy, it don't matter.
Oh.
SpongeBob.
no.
Settle down.
Yeah.
Think about
Yeah.
this real close.
Yeah,
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
Yeah, I thought about it. SpongeBob.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought about it real
SpongeBob,
hard.
dude. SpongeBob's got the deeper, just yeah.
Yeah, I'm going
The
SpongeBob.
deeper everything.
The deeper everything.
Wumboing.
Wumboing. Jake.
Wumbo, you Wumbo.
SpongeBob.
We all
When I
I've
rip my
never seen
pants.
regular show, so I can't comment on it.
Okay.
So good. The
Johnny?
the floating babies.
It's SpongeBob. Like regular show is funny, but like it just doesn't have the legacy that SpongeBob has.
Draven.
Regular show.
Ronan.
Fuck SpongeBob.
SpongeBob
Wow.
legacy lives on.
SpongeBob almost. Okay, here we got the final one.
SpongeBob.
Wow.
I think SpongeBob
Yeah,
Another,
that's
like-
easy. SpongeBob, yeah.
SpongeBob. Is anybody voting Fairly Odd
No.
Parents?
No.
I
No,
love the
but
Fairly
Fairly
Odd
Odd Parents is
SpongeBob.
very good.
No, it
Yeah,
is
it's
very
good.
good.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Has a great Christmas.
We knew this was gonna happen. Fuck.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the
There
Christmas.
we go.
episodes.
I mean,
They're
it's
good.
really hard to beat Prime
The fact
SpongeBob.
that Ben
is
10 got
unbeatable.
knocked out immediately hurts my soul.
Hey,
but
Ben 10's good. It was
I'm sad.
Chowder's goated, bro.
I'm sad that
Chowder's
Invader
good.
Zim. I'm sad that Invader Zim got knocked out so fast.
Wait, go to the left. I didn't see
It's
that.
also
Let me
good.
see all that
Invaders
stuff.
is good.
yeah,
Huh.
so
The way Chowder's
there was,
animated is really cool.
so it was a Jimmy
the way
Neutron,
that it
Yeah.
Controlled by
Yeah.
Ginger, Wild Thornberries, Johnny Bravo, Edna and Nettie, Courage Cali Dog got knocked out. Like the two
Yeah,
heavy.
Courage
hitters
is way
there.
better than any.
Codename Kids Next
Yeah.
Door, Powerpuff Girls. We don't know what the hell that show was in Gumball, Dexter's Laboratory, and All Grown Up, the Rugrats Grown Up Show, Camp Lazlo,
Oh.
Fairly Odd Parents, Chowder, and Ben 10.
Sleeping on Camp Lazlo, bro.
Jimmy Neutron, man.
Yeah, Camp Lowe's was awesome.
Yeah.
Like very few of these cartoons had great like shows and also great movies. Like Jimmy Neutron's movie is really good and it had a good
Yeah.
show.
movie.
I'll have to watch Samurai Jack. I've never watched it.
Oh,
before.
dude, the last
It's on my
season
list.
is like something that like I think should have woken up everybody in anime and animation. Like, yo, you could do a lot of this cool shit even without dialogue. So keep up. Oh man, so fucking good.
2001.
Didn't
Damn.
Dave Filoni work on Samurai Jack?
He worked on Avatar.
He worked on
Yeah.
Avatar.
Hey, Samurai
Avatar, right.
Samurai Jack aired a day after my birthday.
Yeah, man. The last season it like had no limitations of ratings, so that you could do blood, and
Day
they
after
brought
I was
in
born.
a new element that a lot of people were up in arms, but I fucking went with it. I'm just saying, like, you know, Ashi. That's all I'm gonna say.
Dude. Fuck, regular show should have won.
I'll kind of
That's
I'm surprised.
There's
that
moments
it
in
was
regular
extra
show that
time.
it's actually crazy. Like, there's like a gumball machine, and then like they say something, and his like little flap lifts up, like he got a boner. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Dude,
There's
you
moments in Samurai Jack that made me cry. Like that's how good it was. And
you
just,
remember
like,
when Benson taught us how to like reheat hot wings, dude?
Pops.
Right way.
He talks like this. Oh, that's a
When
good
did that
catch.
even come out? Like
Regular
when
show?
did that show even
Regular
come
show?
out?
Was that like
Early
20,
2010s.
2010.
Yeah.
2010,
Yeah.
2012?
So I would've
They're,
liked
they're making a reboot. They're
During high
bringing it back.
Yeah, I
Regular
would've
show
liked
was like
just-
just when I was starting to get like phasing out of like watching Cartoon Network all the time. So like I saw a
Yeah.
little bit of it and I liked it, but then I
Adventure
just,
Time, regular show.
See, like I didn't get into
a lot of those shows. It went over me because of I was already
Yeah.
in high school.
I was like right into high school. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do want to watch regular show. Though.
Regular
We
show,
even
yeah.
had it on in the shop like I think Saturday because we just needed something to put on while kids were.
Too bad there
coming in.
wasn't Disney.
I was
stuff
watching
on
it. It was entertaining. So
Yeah.
If Gravity Falls is on the list somewhere there.
yeah, I aged out of Gravity Falls too. I feel like I should watch that too.
Gravity Falls
Dude, Gravity Falls has much deeper lore than you think.
That's another show I haven't
good,
seen.
bro.
What I heard.
That's another show
I need
haven't seen.
new season.
I'm surprised, Jake. That's like up your alley, I think.
Me?
Yeah, for Gravity Falls.
Oh yeah, it's another show I haven't seen.
Yeah,
it's
I
great.
want to check that one out. I have too many shows to watch.
There's even anime around that time that came out that I was just like, fuck, I gotta catch up on that shit. Like the one that I remember for the longest time, like, dude, why the fuck aren't you watching this? Is One Punch Man? And I was like, God.
Yeah.
Oh, my cartoon that I watched on repeat for the longest time. I mean, aside from the obvious one that I haven't had of, my cartoon was Freakazoid. Loved that to bits.
Freakazoid.
That was so good for us who are older and like grew up with this stuff, is that there was the Disney stuff that was still good and whatnot, and you still had Cartoon Network. Like I told Jordan the other day, like one thing that you should cover that they haven't seen yet is Gargoyles. Like that's an amazing
Gargoyles.
series that like doesn't get as much love as I think it should nowadays.
Didn't Jordan Peele say he wanted to like?
He was gonna
reboot it.
Hopefully,
gonna
think so.
Yeah,
be interesting. Because I missed that. I mean, it would have been interesting if they added like some of the live action shows in there too. Because like I'm just saying, like I don't know if it would have beat SpongeBob, but like Drake and Josh and Wizards of Waverly Place would have
man,
would have given SpongeBob a run for its money. Not gonna lie.
Like even for us older, like I remember it was weird how I was like, oh yeah, it's those guys. I remember the Amanda Bynes show.
Yeah,
seeing Drake and Josh in those skits, I was like, oh, it's those guys from Amanda Bynes.
Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Again, Disney and Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Lizzie McGuire and shit. Yeah.
That was the show back in the day.
Good Luck Charlie.
Oh yeah.
Charlie was good.
That's a good one.
I had a huge crush on.
Of course you did, Ronan.
From Zack and Cody. I was like, oh my gosh.
One of my all-time favorites that was
Selena Gomez was like my first love. I was like, oh my god, dude.
One of the animated shows I used to watch that was not a kid show at all. I mean, technically it aired as a kid show, but there was so much adult humor in it. Rocko's Modern Life. I watched that way before I should have, but I was like, you know what? This is kind of awesome.
I was a big fan of Austin and Alley. That was a good one.
Oh, iCarly.
Yeah, that's
iCarly was good too.
That's Raven was fun. I
The
watched
Sisters for a lot older of us.
Oh
Sister,
I remember. I watched Sister.
Yep.
What's the Zeke and Luther one?
Oh yeah,
that was Disney.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, that's true.
Kick Batowski on Disney XD.
Oh yeah,
that's a good cartoon.
What is that
I
called?
didn't like Kick Batowski.
Kick Batowski.
You know what was missing? Flapjack. I like that. Flapjack.
Oh, Flapjack.
Flapjack was fun.
Oh yeah, Adventure Time, Flapjack, regular show. Those are my top three. Those are goated.
I remember even seeing when Rick and Morty was blowing up, and people were like, "Oh yeah, my kid's watching." It's like, why the fuck are your kids watching?
Why are the kids watching it?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that's
Kicking it.
That's
Lab Rats.
Lab Rats.
Oh, that was good.
That had Zendaya in it.
Fish hooks.
Shake it up.
What the fuck is fish hooks?
No, that was called Casey
Fish
Undercover,
hooks.
I think.
Yeah, it's like weird fish. Looks
I watched
stupid.
Fish Hooks.
It's fishies.
I actually kind of like Fish.
Street Sharks.
What about Clarence? Anybody ever watch Clarence?
Hell yeah, Clarence.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Clarence is awesome.
Yeah.
Anybody remember Tailspin?
Yeah.
Oh, they forgot
Yes.
Kim Possible. They forgot Kim
Wait a minute.
Possible, dude.
Yes,
dude.
Again, another one of my crushes. Oh man.
Yeah.
If I start singing "Life Is Like a Hurricane," you say, "Here in Duck World, DuckTales."
No, I knew that. I was just waiting for someone else to complete it.
No, I didn't want to complete
gosh,
it.
y'all let me hang.
Ant Farm.
Yep.
Damn it, I'm gonna sing the whole song now.
That's so random, or so random, I guess.
I like Sunny with a Chance.
Sunny with a Chance.
Isn't that the one with? They had a bit with Sunny with a Chance. They had like a bit where it's like Rufus or whatever his name was, and
Rufus
Rufy?
was
Rufus
Kim Possible.
Kim Possible.
there is something else.
Dude, for a lot of us, the Jimmy Neutron and Fairly Odd Parents crossover, that was like a what?
That was,
Yeah, we talked about
that was
that.
my
Timmy Power Hour, dude.
Yeah.
Those were great.
Yeah.
Used to back when
So
you used
good.
to like set up the DVR and like rip it to a DVD.
Right.
That happened with like Disney shows too, like Sweet Life of Zach and Cody would have people from the other
They
like
had
movie
Hannah
shows come
Montana
on.
and
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was a good crossover too. So we left on deck and Hannah Montana. I like that.
I'm gonna just imagine
More
this.
ambitious
The multiverse.
than Endgame.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna just imagine this one. I have vague memories of this. Didn't Kim Possible do a crossover with like Lilo and Stitch back in the day?
Yes.
I think so,
Yeah.
For the TV show, yeah.
I have,
Like you
vague
listen to a lot of
memories
those actors and actresses, they were like, "Oh yeah, we were all like competitive, and whatnot." But like it was at first an odd thing when they would finally meet up together and whatnot, especially the Disney kids to the Nickelodeon kids. And
yeah,
it's fascinating hearing all those stories. Yeah,
Phineas and
man.
Ferb.
Did anybody
American
watch like
Dragon.
American Dragon.
Yeah, dude.
Proud Family, dude.
Boomerang shows were peak, bro?
Yeah, Boomerang. Oh, yeah.
Scooby Doo, Flintstones, Care Bears.
I barely saw a little bit of the Jackie Chan cartoon. Anybody remember that one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Jackie
I
Chan.
remember. I didn't watch much of it.
The Jetsons,
Or
bro.
what
I've been
about,
I've been putting the
Jetsons.
I've been putting the OG Smurfs on my TV for my little dude.
Jetsons is a good cartoon to watch in the lead up to FF. I think that's a good like
Mike Tyson's
Hell,
Mystery.
Jetsons.
You know what?
Mike Tyson's mystery.
You know what? Another old cartoon is that's good to watch for a lead up to Fantastic Four.
Popeye.
I'll be surprised if anybody else in the chat or on the panel knows what this is.
Underdog.
It was from the early '80s. It was a cartoon called Bionic 6. Does anybody remember that?
What do you say?
Bionic 6.
You cut out.
Yeah, it's called Bionic 6.
Oh,
No.
I've heard of it.
I
feel
think
like
I
I've
say
heard
Johnny
of it.
Quest or something like that.
Oh, I forgot about Mr. Bean.
Love that cartoon.
Teddy.
I'm upset about Phineas and Ferb, man. I love Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it wasn't on.
Harry the Platypus?
That was Disney, so
Listen,
Oh,
kids now
yeah.
have Bluey, but I had Blue's Clues.
fuck
as a kid.
Bluey.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I won't show my.
Blues
I don't want
Clues,
to. I don't like showing my kid Bluey. I don't like it. It's weird. Stupid.
Actually met Steve 2 years ago. Steve Burns. He's 53
Oh,
now.
dude, that is that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, Steve.
Looks
I said
great.
it before, but when he reappeared in that video, checking up on everybody, I think it was during
Yeah.
COVID. I was like,
That-
Yeah.
that was like, oh, okay, there's hope. There's hope.
Yeah, I know, right? So right here at the top of this book
Oh,
page,
you
I
son
got
of a.
I got a signature from him right here.
God damn it.
Sub promo tab.
I would go out of my way to on eBay and buy his notebook that he had in the show, and I'd be like, "Can you sign this one, please?"
Did you guys ever play like There'd be like oh fuck, they're like
FIFA?
the cereal boxes had like websites you could play games on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
what's the
Vaguely, yeah.
the Honeycomb website? There was like
Honeycomb Hideout.
Dude,
Yeah.
Hideout.
I remember, what was it? Something for like Ring Pop or something. There was like a racing game back when like the Speed Racer movie came out.
Yeah.
Oh, the Speed Racer
Yeah.
movie, yeah.
I have like
Toontown
Speed
favorites.
Racer cartoon, by the way.
Toontown
Speed
was
of
a fun
classic
game.
cartoons.
Like
Yeah.
Toontown was fun. Fuck.
Back when the world made sense.
Those games are so good. I used to go on Addicting Games and play the fucking stick avalanche game with the fucking rocks would hit you in the head and you'd explode with blood everywhere.
Yeah.
Getting all nostalgic.
Oh, Chantal, you got a question in the chat.
Oh god, yeah, I remember that fucking train wreck. I don't. You guys might not laugh at this. I fucking can't get enough of this goddamn fucking TikTok.
Oh boy.
It's like Speed Racer and fucking Scooby Doo. just hope you enjoy.
Keep your eyes on the road, Fred. Holy shit!
Oh no! That's amazing.
No, that's awesome.
No.
You didn't think we were gonna laugh?
I didn't know because I was like, I'm not sure.
Scooby Doo and the gang dying.
Send me that, please.
That's hilarious.
Funny.
Holy
Yeah, for that to be for the archives.
Right, it's like, send me that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
totally gonna
Speed Racer.
Yeah, forward me that one for research purposes.
Like what the fuck, man?
Yeah, anytime they make Shaggy just curse at fucking, it's just like instantly just makes me laugh. I don't know why. It's just the voice. It's good. I'm a simple man. I like simple things.
I'm a simple man.
Oh shit!
Yeah, there's a TikTok I would show you, but I can't.
Oh,
It's really bad. I think I showed Johnny off stream once, and it gets gradually worse and worse.
I don't remember what it is. I don't know.
Oh, well. Once I tell you, you would remember exactly what it is.
Show it off stream.
I'll probably show it off stream.
Yeah,
But
you
yeah.
don't get it taken down.
No. I don't. Well, I don't know if it would take it down. It would just be like, oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Don't be a bad boy. Come on now.
No.
That's what YouTube says.
Yeah, YouTube and worlds and shit.
I mean, if your mom over there encouraged you to do it, it can't be that bad, right?
Fair, yeah. Well, yeah, no supervision, right? Dad's not around, so we can do what we want.
It's true.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
My wife just told me to be quiet and shut the fuck up.
Your wife told you that?
No, she didn't say shut the fuck up.
God
She just said be
damn.
quiet.
Did she text you or did she walk in?
She said, "Don't forget laundry, and can you be quieter?" I'm like, "Yes, sorry. We were just watching Scooby Doo and the gang die."
I think she put the laundry bin first. That's the
okay,
important part.
but just quietly. I said, "Okay."
Just watch it.
Watch Scooby Doo and the gang die quieter.
Watch them die
Thank
quieter.
Try not to
Thank
laugh.
you.
God, now I need those specific instructions sent in text.
I'm gonna look up that video later and laugh at it.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Now I have that playing in my head now.
Oh my god. So funny.
Yeah. I'm tired. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm tired.
It's been a long day. You want to call it?
Tired.
Yeah, man.
All right. It's been fun. We did 2
wrap
bracket
it.
fights.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
I enjoyed
yeah.
that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Episode 90. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We're going to go down the line. Of course, we can find everybody. First of all, Taz. Where can
Yes.
people find you, sir?
YouTube.com/Toxic Taz.
Literally.
Ooh.
Toxic. Ian, where can we find you, sir?
Yeah, you can find me my TikTok Ian_movies_ whatever, and I just do movie reviews for all movies coming out. I did one for Mission Impossible, the new Lilo and Stitch. So yeah.
Perfect. Draven.
Draven reacts on everything.
Perfect.
Yep.
Johnny
Bravo 6 on YouTube and Twitch. Music Monday with Chainsaws finally coming back. Tell everybody.
Oh, yeah, I gotta verify. I gotta verify that I think I know what I want the playlist to be, but I'll make sure. Yeah, Jake.
Joe Bad Jake on YouTube. Let's plays, rankings, retro reviews, some more reactions coming up. Trying to get to 2000 by Superman. You can check out my writing on Comaful. And you can check out me and my own show, Jake's Lost Levels, on Sundays, where I get my PS4 data back. Going at Sundays on 7 p.m. Eastern.
So promo. And finally, Ronan.
You can find me at Ronan Unchained on YouTube, on all the socials. Just wrapping up Last of Us stuff. And yeah. And
Or
might start some anime coverage in the next few weeks.
You were discussing that in the Discord, yeah.
Yeah, there's still a lot of stuff I've been wanting to watch, and I'm like, maybe I should just try that out for a little bit. And then this weekend, I think the Tadum event from Netflix is gonna happen, so you might see a thing or two on my channel.
Perfect. And thanks to everybody who is also here today as well. Episode 90, we're getting closer and closer to episode 100, and figure out how we're gonna fucking reschedule that, but we're gonna figure it out.
Just have a revolving door.
Yeah, that's all it's gonna be. Probably we're gonna like the first hour, certain people, and then as soon as 10 o'clock hits, get the fuck out. We gotta go.
It's like, all right, you got 5 minutes. Say your piece. Bye.
Yeah. You want to give your hot take? Out of here. You're done.
Too woke. Get out.
See you guys next week. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.